Here we go. We're live.
Live. Oh no, we cannot see your face, Kermie.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It is just
It is just us. Right
us
now.
at the body shop. Doing
At
body
the
stuff.
body
Can I
shop.
tell you where they originated from? Was Katie probably nervous? She's probably high if you're talking to her. And one day she loves to move her body and sing. And she just one day we're on her couch. I think we were on her couch, and she was just like, "No, I'm at the body shop doing body stuff." I fucking lost my shit. I laughed so hard. She goes, and all serious. She's like, "What do you fucking do at a body shop?"
You do body stuff. The fuck?
But now it has leaked into like my everyday life, where
As it should.
I need to go to like the pizza shop to do pizza stuff. And just sing it constantly.
Oh, yo.
You left the kids out. Oh, yo. One speed just left.
I know.
He's just like I can't deal with this. This is it's 100% like
Strawberry,
Katie's
hello.
husband. Katie's husband gets so annoyed when we're together, Katie and I, because all we do is go like, oh, like just make just a
Ice.
ton of noise. Yeah. I think there's a baby at the end of that. Oh, you're not talking. You're talking about ice baby. You're like ice.
What the fuck? Have you never seen what the fuck is the cheerleading movie? You know.
Oh, Bring It On.
Yeah.
I'm something. Great hair. Oh, I'm bitching. Great hair. The boys will love to stare.
Yeah.
I'm ratchet. I'm hot. I'm everything you're not. I don't know what it is. Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
I said, burr. It's
cold in here. There must be some Taurus in the atmosphere. I said, oh, ice.
Okay, now I know because now
Take it back now.
Baby.
I'm so sorry.
That's amazing. No, because I thought you were singing Ice Baby, and you were just like ice. And I'm just like, there's
Sometimes
definitely
you
a
just
bit-
gotta get into it, you know.
No, I fully embrace that.
Brucey, don't show your dirt star.
Oh yeah, let's.
We
see
are not
dirty
that kind of
asshole.
stream.
Not well. We One speed when you were away, we kind of unofficially made this the Valentine's Day stream because we've been a little naughty and we've just been talking about like
I don't
dirt
know
stars.
When do we not talk about dirt stars?
That's
Let's be
true.
real.
Dirt
That's
stars.
also true.
I
Kermie
mean,
and are
dirt stars
comparing
only happen
boobs.
because Eris is around, so you know.
We found out that Eris is actually the stork
Yeah.
that brought Max to this earth.
Yeah. From space.
And that makes a
From
lot of sense.
space.
Yeah.
From
Yep.
space, and then he dropped, and then Eris dropped off Max by the hair because he's a baby with this hair. To Kermie and I.
Yeah.
All Kermie
that's
had
just-
to do is blow on my chest. when I
Kermie,
got sweaty,
you, Sumi, and
there's
Virgo,
Max.
actually.
I learned that move
God.
from One Speed.
Now,
Yep. All about blowing on
chest
someone's
blowing?
chest. Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta blow on a chest, eh?
Mhm.
Imagine, like, you know, like in SpongeBob, they have the magic conch. Conch? Conch? What is it called?
Conch, yeah.
Magic conch? It's a conch? Okay, that doesn't sound right. Conch, all right.
We got that magic crotch, right?
I've heard that one before.
Broken. Number one for Kermie.
Fuck's sake.
You know what? I'm gonna keep count on my whiteboard.
You blew on the magic crotch. No, but there's a magic conch, right? And it's
I
like you
got the
blow it and-
magic crotch. Da, 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 da.
I can hit twice. I'll show you. That sounds like a cereal commercial. I've got the magic crotch. Oh my god, I'm
Creamy
sweating.
killed Maxie.
One.
Creamy has a whiteboard, and she is writing down how many times she kills Max today. Well, Max dies many, many times with.
It's hard to
just me
breathe
on the
after
screen, so
after this.
I think we
podcast.
might have to say goodbye to our son tonight.
R.I.P. that Max Sussy, alright?
I knew you were gonna say that.
That's so good. R.I.P.
Hey.
That's so good. There's just something really special about ending something with ussy.
You know, every time I say Crimothy, I think it's like Crimussy with a lisp. Yeah.
Ew, I just spit all over myself when I tried it.
Good job.
Oh, and dirty.
Oh
Honey
my
Power,
gosh.
I see you.
Power, I love
Oh my
you.
gosh.
Power, my love.
Not even
Oh.
our love.
No,
Just his.
he's mine. No one can have
Wait
him.
a
He's
second.
mine.
Are we fighting over Codename Power right now?
No, because this isn't a fight. No, because this isn't a fight because I've already won.
What? What happened?
Power is mine, and I will not let anyone have him.
Oh my goodness.
I've never fought this strongly for someone.
I'm so stuck on Conch, if I'm being honest. Listen, we're all stuck on Conch.
I'm so embarrassed.
You know what you look like right now? When like the dead Jedis come and visit other Jedis.
Nice. Oh. Use the Force,
I don't know
Anakin.
what a Jedi looks like, but does he? But
God damn it! Why are you so pretty?
that's what my family says when I say the wrong thing. They go, "Don't worry, you're beautiful."
Oh no!
You were born beautiful.
I've got nothing else to offer.
Oh no! Oh no!
I say magic conch, and well, conch is true.
Yeah,
Right?
conch
We
is the
already
type
said
of
that.
shell
Okay.
that it is. Yeah.
I
Okay.
have a question.
Yes.
On the starting soon screen, why is there Noah's Ark, for one? A bunch of pills, and ice cubes.
so
Oh,
those
yes.
are all references from last podcast episode.
Oh, okay.
So
got it.
so every time we do a new starting soon screen, we add references from the last podcast.
Oh god, it's just gonna be a bunch of dirt stars, isn't it?
There's just gonna be a star with a pile of dirt on it. There's just
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
the Holy Bible is for a joke that I should have clipped last podcast. And then the giant pile of meat with a cum stain on it is defiled entrails.
The fucker is a pile of fucking.
I had to do something, and I was just like, why not just make the grossest thing in the world?
Am I just gonna be? It's like my face on a pie because it's a crim pie. But it'll be like this face.
No, your thing is just gonna be the.
Don't put the snail.
No, it's not gonna be the snail. It's gonna be
Snail.
it's gonna be the scene from Twilight where it's like, this is the skin of a killer, Bella.
I'm so excited to get my tattoo. You don't even know.
The snail. That poor. I go into crib stream and she goes, Max turned me into a smelly snail.
A stinky Minecraft snail. Rude.
Perfect. I didn't understand though, like where the eyes were and like what the fuck was that growth like in your nose. Like, and you're like, that's my eye, and I'm like, no, it's not.
Probably just my nose hair, because once he's not here to trim it. Oh, hi everyone.
I think that's one of the first things that you said to me. You're like, oh, I got one speed to trim my nose hairs before I came and picked you up.
Yeah. Listen, it's very traumatizing. He literally
It's
has
very
like
entertaining. Have to pin her down and be like,
awful.
She's like,
I'm just like, because it's scary. It's like a mechanical thing going in you. Wow, going in your nose.
You could have said that better.
Mechanical.
But she's all about that organic meat.
Shut
Hey.
up.
What the fuck?
Oh
hate
god.
you. I hate
That's
you.
I knew I loved you before I met you.
All
Sorry.
right, we're gonna try
Opposite.
some of this.
Oh yeah.
Lemon Kit
try
Kat.
Let's try this in slow motion. But make sure. What does it smell like? I have
Smells
to.
like Pine Sol.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Off to a
Mm.
great start. I do
All right,
love
are we
lemon.
ready?
I'm ready.
Uh,
Oh. It's the face of a champion. Oh, Nor. Oh,
No. It's
Tell-
not for me. No.
Hmm. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
is it lemon? So it's supposed to be lemon flavored?
Yeah.
Is it lemon flavored or is it pine swell flavored? Oh God. That was very.
It
Disney
tastes
Fox.
like a vanilla pudding made with Pine Sol.
I don't
yeah.
think I'd eat that pudding.
I don't think so either.
That's like the pudding that the lady in Signs, not Signs, The Sixth Sense. That's what she made.
Oh
right?
yes, the two very different movies.
The lady in fucking Soup. Fucking Soup.
The lady in
Fucking-
soup.
The lady in Soup. I See Dead People. She was giving her daughter bleach. Now I'm thinking maybe it's pine swell fucking pudding. She was like, I feel better now that I don't have all this
Keeping the
pudding
camera's
inside of me."
fine. Leave it. Don't- Grow
And with that being said, welcome back to Scary for a Pleasure, where this is the skin of a pleasure. I'm Max. And
Please,
this,
somebody clip him saying that. I need that. This is the skin of a pleasurer. I'm Max.
and
I'm
this
Prim, and
month's guest,
Just built for pleasure.
and this is month's guests are the lovely Crimothy Jones and One Speed 94. I came up with that when I was making the promo for I was referencing Twilight.
This is the skin of a pleasurer. I'm Max.
There was going to be
I'm
more
just like-
to it, but I stumbled my words, so I was like, fuck it, we move.
Can you please make that into merch and it's just you with rhinestones all over your face?
I think it's gonna be. I think it's.
It's just me eating a really
screen.
It's
Yes.
me eating a really, like, thick Boston cream donut.
Oh,
Don't ruin Boston cream
You're
donuts
dirty.
for me. Do not do this to me.
she
Do
loves
not do
that
this to
cream
me,
filled.
Because I'm gonna think about fucking skin of a whatever.
Skin of a what?
Whatever. What did he say? A skin of a pleasure or something?
Skin of a pleasure.
No, say it about
Yes,
plain
pleasure
donuts.
skin. Nice.
That's more skin like.
Wow, wee wow.
It was originally going to be.
donuts for me.
It was originally going to be. Welcome back to Scary for a Pleasure, where this is the skin of a killer, and we only go 94 miles an hour. I'm Max, and then it was gonna go.
Oh, and Max went. He's like, let's do it.
This is just how my brain works.
What is the 94 represent? Always wanted to ask.
Oh, well, it's definitely not my IQ. It should be point 0.94 for the amount of time it takes me to do one job, because I get distracted so easily. So
I don't
that's
believe
pretty
it.
much it. Shut the
Oh.
fuck up.
I always go like, it's his birthday year, or I thought you're in sports, or we're in sports. So like I have my like roller derby number tattooed on my ankle,
Mhm.
and I try to get like if
Cool.
I can get any sort of number, I always try to get 47 because that's my roller derby number. So I wasn't sure if that like represented anything for sports or something like that. I see you got it on your hat too, right? Or on your
Well, that was the year that PlayStation was born as well, I believe. So
Oh, so 94
now-
is just like a really good
It's a really good
number.
year.
You're as old as
Yeah.
PlayStation. That's cute. Fun fact:
Yeah,
I
thanks.
didn't know how old he was till he was on the plane over here, and then I was like,
yeah,
wait.
so
I was like,
after
wait,
like spending
94?
£700, £700 to come visit you, you're like, oh, yeah. By the way, whilst you're coming along, how old are you again? Just so I don't
How-
go to jail after this. Oh yeah, it's fine. I'm of legal age. Don't worry, I'm of legal age. You're fine.
I was like, I was born in '86. Is that okay with you? Because like, we good? We good?
Is that with you? Well, Crim, you remember, like when I first met you, Crimmy, me and Katie, probably nervous, were in the car and we were just talking about you. And she's like, "How old is Crimmy?" And I'm just like, "I don't know, 22."
Everybody thinks it.
Yeah, I mean, like you look like
Yeah.
you look like every like cool ass high school chick. You
Oh
know,
my
like,
god, that's the biggest compliment ever.
Like if I can describe like when I look at you and how I feel like the best years of MCR.
Yeah.
Look like I get out of school on a Friday and then I immediately go to hot. Like,
yeah, I love that.
I mean,
That's the vibe.
Is that really that wrong though? To be fair,
No,
because when
it's
you get out
not.
of work, you end up going to Hot Topic anyway.
I do. It's great, and I love it there. I'm wearing
Yeah,
Hot
you
Topic
love
right
it
now,
there.
actually.
Yeah.
I remember a friend of mine in high school, she came over and then she asked to borrow one of my hoodies. And I'm like, yeah, sure, pick whatever one you want. And it was all like, like mindless self-indulgence, Lincoln
Oh.
Park, like da-da-da. And she was like, I don't want to look like a walking Hot Topic. And I'm just like, why are you fucking friends with me?
Yeah,
All I have. This is me. I
mean,
Hot Topic.
you can't go wrong with MSI. All right.
MSI is so good. MSI is so. I saw them
It is.
live at Project Revolution, and they were just incredible. Lindsay walked down the crowd. It was just, they sound so good.
So good.
Sorry. So good. Shit. My Vince McMahon's got me. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
What's really nuts, I have to say, because I've been like thinking about this whole last week, is I just want to give some background on like how I met One Speed. So it's really like this like unbelievable because I started streaming and then about 10 months later, my best friend Katie, who I've mentioned is probably nervous on Twitch, her handle, not how she actually is, well, kinda. She started streaming and One Speed was, I believe you were one of her first subscribers and I met her through you.
Mhm.
And at the time,
Yep.
like I was streaming for about like a year, like or so. I only had like 50 to 60 followers. I was only streaming Dead by Daylight because I didn't know how to play video games. And I had always had two people that I constantly watched, and it was Rohara, who is another member of the CEOs of Screams, and it was One Speed. And One Speed was like, it's like a celebrity to me. Okay, like I don't mean to like be like weird, but like this is how it like truly felt. And I would watch One Speed all the time. At the time, I like wanted to stop playing Dead by Daylight to get more into different horror games. I just like didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to even like make a community. I didn't know how to do any of that shit. And I watched One Speed fucking be like this like community like addict. Like he knew how to like keep friends in. He knew how to make everyone feel super welcomed. I really loved that about him, and I would constantly watch him, and I would watch the games that he played, like the horror games, and I truly like based a lot of what I implemented into my streams based off of what One Speed was doing, because you're kind of like my, like, that's why I call you Father Hen. It's because that's truly like that's what you are to me. And I used to have a redeem for Guide the Raid, and One Speed suggested Cornhusk show to me, and I was just like, why? She's like,
yeah.
I think you guys would vibe well, and me and Corn are the bestest of friends, and there's so many friends that I've met. My community is amazing now, and like I owe a lot of it to watching One Speed and like kind of like mirroring what you are doing, and the fact that like I have met you in real life, like we have shared meals together,
And a bed.
and Crimmy in the middle watching shark movies. um, and you know, now we're interviewing you and Crimmy for the podcast. It's so fucking surreal.
Yeah.
It's like me being obsessed like with Bruce Campbell, and now like Bruce Campbell is coming over for fucking pizza rolls. You know, it's like that's how it feels,
Pizza
and
rolls.
it's really, it's just like really cool. And I was just thinking about this week because I'm like, and because also like 2 years in a row, my most watched was you on Speed, and I'm just like, yeah,
No,
and
no.
Crimmy, you were my second. Like, it's like,
We're just big fans here.
yeah, we
And
just
plus, it's the same community in both of our channels too. So it's like if you're there, you're home, and that's what I like about it. Is because you know, if you're in my channel, it's gonna be the same group of people that are saying hi, and the same thing in his channel. It's like as soon as you join it, it's like, oh my god, hi, you know, and that's how it should be. It was great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Crimmy, do you remember how we became pussy pals?
I mean, I know he suggested that we be friends because we're the same person.
Yeah. One speed suggesting all the good people, right? And then I have no idea how that came to be. I was thinking about it the other day.
And like I'm terrible with being friends with ladies because they tend to get catty, and I'm just like, ugh. And he's like, you should be my friend Allie. I'm like, ew, a girl, you know. And then I think I saw one of your clips. I was like, oh my god, she's my spirit animal. Like that's just all right, cool beans. And then we just hit it off, and then we played Boomen together.
We did.
Yes, you
Me,
did.
you, and
with
Katie,
Nervous.
and it was great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
was
It's
a fun time.
it's insane. Like just again the one Speediverse, right? It's like a Marvel and DC. I don't know what a Marvel and DC is.
Oh
I
my
know
god,
they're superheroes, but if you ask me,
Oh my
who
god, you're
belongs to
so
who?
pretty.
you're so pretty.
Oh no! If you, oh, I'm so embarrassed. But if you ask me to put like, oh, who's Iron Man? Wait, is that one of them?
Iron Man is
Ellie
Marvel.
all right, here's
Yeah.
the
He
thing.
is a
This is what
Marvel
we're
or
gonna do.
DC.
We're gonna get you
Marvel,
back to here, right? And we're gonna spend an entire weekend watching the Infinity Saga. That's just what we're gonna do. We're gonna go get snack bowls, stay in our PJs, and just go to town. Not go to town, but like
Go
not
to
like go to town,
town.
but like
Go
On
to
those snack- on our
town.
snack bowls.
Scissor sisters.
sisters.
I have seen Winter Soldier.
Oh, that's the worst
Okay.
one. Nah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that
That's
one.
alright.
I thought that was good.
Yeah.
You're so pretty.
I don't
You need
think
to
I've
see
seen anything-
better if you
I've
like
seen
that one.
Civil War. I've seen Civil War.
Civil War
Okay,
was
Wait,
like-
good.
but you
I like
you
that.
watch. You got to start from the beginning. And listen,
Listen, I gotta figure out what's a DC and what's a Marvel.
did you say
Batman
Marvel?
and Superman are
Yes.
DC.
DC.
Like that.
And then like Captain America and Iron Man are Marvel.
My favorite is
Marvel.
One Speed's like smile.
We got a lot of work to do. Right. Community
Who-
nights.
Who's the guy that plays the Russian guy in Iron Man 2? What's his name? Oh my god, Mickey Rourke.
yeah.
Listen, I don't know why, but Mickey Rourke in Iron Man 2 smash. So you need to see it.
I have seen it.
With the
I've seen
with
all
like
Iron
With
Man.
the whip.
I've
Yeah.
seen all Iron Man.
yeah,
yes.
with the whips.
Okay.
With the...
With the whip.
God damn it.
Yeah. Get it.
Well, what's your favorite superhero? Tell me your superhero knowledge, Max.
My superhero knowledge? More than you.
How dare you.
I know. I've
Alright.
seen
Well, the ball's
every
pretty fucking
Marvel
low.
movie.
Pretty fucking low.
I've seen every Marvel movie up to Endgame, and then like, and then the
Then
last
after that, it doesn't
Spider-Man.
really
Wait,
matter.
you've seen Endgame, right?
Yeah, I've seen
Oh, okay.
Endgame as well. Yeah, and then
I
I've
don't like
watched.
the newer
last
ones.
one.
And then
because
I've-
Of the Infinity War thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Saga.
Yeah. I don't like the newer ones personally. I'm not a fan, but like that 10 years of Marvel movies, the way that they all intertwined is so fucking well done, and you just cry
Mm.
a lot.
Oh yeah, I
cried
cried
a lot.
everything.
Oh, same.
Oh,
Yeah.
like every movie, I cry. Like, it doesn't matter if it's sad. If there's a goodbye scene, I'm done for it.
If it's a
I'm
lot of people
done.
applauding someone, I cry.
Oh my god. The last episode of The Big Bang Theory, I thought that I was going to just flood my fucking apartment. I was so upset. Because of the applauding.
Yeah.
I was like,
If it's a crowd of people being nice to someone,
yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
done. Like,
Yeah.
or like when we were at the Bills game, all the people singing together, cried. Like, I don't.
I
Like,
probably would have too. Yeah.
yeah,
Like
if
that
I'm-
passion for a
I
scene.
need to be between like a 4 and a 7 on the 1 through 10 scale, or else too sad crying, too happy crying. Like, just I need that
It's a lot of
3%.
crying. It is a lot of crying.
I cry during everything.
He
Every
deals with
movie.
a lot.
Anytime. I think the Nick Offerman episode of The Last of Us, I don't think I've cried that
Oh.
hard since my dad died though.
Yeah,
Like,
that-
I
I
was sobbing onto his shoulder. He was
Yeah.
crying. And then,
So-
like, my sister came to town, and she hadn't seen it, so we watched it again, and all 3 of us were sobbing in my bed.
It's not the first time we've cried in bed either. So
No, it's not.
no.
Yeah, that made me so. But there's nothing like. It's almost like there's nothing sad about it. It's like kind of happy, but it's just like that was just a representation of just like what true love is.
Yeah, that
And
was the best representation of just raw love that I have ever seen.
Are you
Like-
saying raw love because they're gay?
No.
Was that a pun? Oh, okay.
No,
like that.
I didn't say raw dog love. Like,
What dog love?
yeah, you know, like
There
they-
was so much
they probably
W
go to
in that
Pound Town
phrase.
a lot. But like they love each other a lot, you know, and it was just very cute. And it was nice to see Ron Swanson be another character. Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree. Similarly, I watched Toy Story 3 when it came out.
No.
You know, obviously like, cried my fucking eyes out.
I
And then
didn't
the
watch
next
it.
Week,
Yeah.
it is so fucking sad. It's so fucking sad. And then it just gets and then there's a goodbye scene. It's sad
Oh.
scene and then the end's a goodbye scene. And I'm all right, guys, listen. I am not a quiet crier. All right. You have heard me talk. Imagine that, but just weeping. It's not cute. People move away from me in the theater. I understand. I cried for the last 25 minutes straight of that fucking movie. And then
Oh,
my
let me
mom,
never watch that ever.
the week after was like, I want to see this movie for Mother's Day. And I'm like, fuck. So I had to go see it again. And I knew
Oh.
what was going to happen. And I fucking still cried. I cried so hard because everyone in the theater, I'm a sympathy crier. If you start crying,
yeah.
I'm going to cry.
The worst one that got me in the theater was I Am Legend. Nobody
yeah.
was expecting the dog scene.
When it's
No.
not even the dog scene. He's just like Sam, then he goes like Samantha, and
Yeah.
then this saying of the
Oh,
whole name.
Crying just
I was
thinking about
like-
it.
Yeah, what have we done? That was the
Like,
saddest fucking.
I was in Florida. I was living in Florida at the time, and it was me and like 9 of my like dude best friends, right? We all played Halo together. We all we're like, yeah, we're gonna go see this movie. Ugh. And then like all of this scene happens, and I am sobbing uncontrollably, like, how did it? You know, and they're just like, why are you crying? I'm like, what? What do you mean? Yeah, it was awful. I've never sobbed that hard again.
I went to a house party, like an actual adult house party with like alcohol and drugs. And what did they? I need to
That
emphasize.
was not what I thought she was going to say then.
Why are you like
Like,
trying to
I don't
explain?
play, like, swings and ropes
You sound
and
like you're
multiple
trying to be
beds.
cool to
Like,
us. You're just like,
No,
I'm cool as fuck, dude. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've been to an adult party with like drugs and
I've seen
alcohol.
a Marvel and DC thing, yeah.
I've seen
Yeah, like
superhero
Superman's
movies.
Marvel.
I'm badass.
I know this shit. Iron Man's not just used for commercials to sell you fucking stuff. He's a hero, and I know it.
Poor Allie.
I wanted to emphasize that because the juxtaposition of what was playing on their TV during the party
Oh dear.
was Marley and Me. They put on
Oh my
Marley and
God!
Me.
Why?
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. So
Oh, so it is an
everyone else
adult
is-
party. Okay.
As
Wow.
soon as that
That's-
fucking dog
That's
had
a
trouble
depression
going up
party.
the
That's what it
stairs,
is.
I was sobbing.
Yeah.
I was like, how can you put on a movie like that? I wasn't drinking. I wasn't doing any of the recreational activities. I was just sitting there
Mhm,
by
mhm.
myself watching Marley and Me.
That's my new
There's
air
nothing
quotes.
you gotta put a tick next to you killed Max.
Got it.
Who does
Oh.
this?
You don't like my air quotes?
I just wasn't expecting it. I looked down and you're doing like. I just
Listen,
couldn't
sometimes-
handle it.
Cooter kisses, man.
That sounds like a wrestling move. That's fun. Like you do a slide. I can see
Yeah,
that.
it's
A
all about the
scissor
impact.
slide.
Yeah.
It's all about impact. That's
Yeah.
right, Onestein.
Yeah.
That's right.
Impact and
Speed, shorter
vibration.
the distance.
Yeah,
Biggest effect.
yeah,
He's going
That's
for
how you-
distance.
that's how
He's
you
going
adult,
for
isn't it?
speed.
Speed.
yeah.
One speed.
I've done it before.
It's
That's
like,
how I did it.
Maxie,
Just run up.
breathe!
It's just a
He's
run
gone.
up and then I just. Oh.
Well,
That's it.
are you okay? Are you crying?
Max, how many moms do you have?
All of them. All of them.
I thought you said you had 5 moms the other day, and I was like, who's the 5th?
Well, I mean, I have my 4 Twitch moms and my 1 real mom. So.
Oh, I didn't
I'm
even
not your
think
real
about
mom?
the real one.
What the fuck, man?
What happened to Eris?
You came out of my
Aries,
brovery,
Aries is
right?
my cool ass
My
aunt.
brovery.
Yeah, my brovery.
Jesus.
Eris also brought you down with by your hair. Like a
Yeah.
sword, and placed you on our mantle.
Her storkadactyl. Well,
Head of an Eris.
Every time I catch
the
my
sword,
breath,
tail
it's
of a
every
pterodactyl.
time.
I take your breath away. Bum, bam, bam.
Oh, it hurts to breathe so
Collecting
much.
moms like Chaos Emerald.
I
I'm
mean,
just
we would
red-headed
say
Sonic.
that he's collecting mums like the Infinity
Yes.
Stones, but
It's
And
just
now
I
you
didn't
like
even get the
every-
reference.
One day.
Oh,
One
God damn
day.
it, Ellie. You're so pretty.
I know they go on the knuckles of a man.
So do I.
yeah, that's why they call me the Puppet Master.
Uh,
You're me puppet.
You're me.
Alright, you're putting words into my mouth. I just said I was the Puppet Master. You
Like-
just said you went on my knuckles. Yeah.
I'm fucking
Yeah.
crying. I'm fucking crying. No, because now I'm imagining One Speed as the lady from Outlast Trials and Kribby as the puppet. They're like Dr. Daddy.
Yes. 1,000%.
Mama Loganberry or whatever. Gooseberry.
Gooseberry. Loganberry. Oh, hold
I just
on.
have
He's
Loganberry
working.
on the mind. No, you're good. I just have Loganberry on the mind always.
Oh,
Kribby, did you see the new Willy Wonka movie?
no.
I heard that's a crier.
I don't like when they keep beating a dead horse, you know? Like, just let it be done.
Just right. If they viewed Paradise already, right?
Yeah, like, leave it with the creepy old one where, like, they're going through the tunnel and you see people eating each other. Like, just,
Eating each other.
yeah.
What did I miss?
When they're on the boat going through the tunnel, there's, like, cannibalism and shit on the walls.
The fuck.
Yeah,
I thought there
that's
was
why
candy that they licked.
I mean, they lick a lot of things.
Schnozberries taste like schnozberry. Who's
Yeah.
heard of a schnozberry?
I'll give you a
I heard,
schnozberry.
yeah, it looks like I'm like Timothy Chalamet looks 12, and I'm like whatever. But then like I hear that it's really good and very sad, so I'm like, you know what? Maybe
I'm a fan.
maybe I'll give it a try if it's under 2 hours.
Like, I would rather just watch Sister Wives, you know?
I would love to watch Sister Wives. Any
You-
TLC drama is amazing.
Listen, it is getting so good because the one just divorced out of the family. Drama. And Bruce is loving it.
we're kind of Sister Wives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 1,000%. 1,000%.
I think if we had our own show and we just like we went in like to Hot Topic, right? We got Pokemon cards. We opened them in the car. Like that's the show.
Yeah.
And they follow us around. No, everyone would have loved the episode if we had an episode on it and of us ordering fucking 40 chicken
Oh my-
nuggets.
Or
McDonald's.
listen, because they're like anything else, I'm literally just like, no, a shit ton of chicken nuggets will do it. Thanks. Like, what
We
the fuck
ordered
else do you think?
40 chicken.
40 for just me and her. Cause I panicked. I couldn't do it. I was
We had
nervous.
coupons. We did
Yeah.
it all.
And then, or us at fucking Domino's, just dancing
my
around like fucking idiots and air humping each other. Sounds
then
weird.
And
I
then
know.
telling one speed. That's the fakest British accent I've ever heard.
I have
which was
never
hilarious.
seen that man clutch his pearls so fast. I was like,
You just like, oh, have I lost the accent? Sorry, that's.
I still
not-
give him shit
it's
for
really
it
bad.
to this day from that. Every now and then.
I've
I'm just
never
like,
been more offended in my life.
yeah. Yeah.
Crimmy, you mentioned remake, so we do like to talk about spoopies here. And I
Uh-huh.
want to know from Crimmy and from One Speed, what have you watched a horror movie that has been remade that you're like, you know, I like this remake? Is there any ones?
I
can name
actually
maybe like one.
thoroughly enjoyed Rob Zombie's Halloween.
The first one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I really liked it. I loved it. But like I am a fan of vintage horror. Like my favorite one is House on Haunted Hill.
Me too.
Like yeah,
With Vincent Price.
terrifying. The bitch in the basement gets me every time.
the
like
head in the
just
suitcase
yeah.
makes me scream.
So like when they did the remake, I was like, fuck yeah, awful. The Haunting remake, awful. So 13 Ghosts, the worst movie I've ever seen. So like I don't get excited to watch remakes of anything horror related, but like the Halloween one was really well done. And plus Rob Zombie and his wife, wow. Sherry Moon can get it.
Sherry Moon Zombie is beautiful. I feel as though with that movie, specifically the first Rob Zombie Halloween movie, that one is made for, I feel like, everybody. Rob
Yeah.
Zombie is, to enjoy his movies, you really have to know who Rob Zombie is. Know kind of like, you know, he's a bit of a trip, right? A little bit of a showstopper, like very exuberant. And when you see something like House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, a lot of people could be put off. And if you don't know Rob Zombie, you're going to be put off. But I feel as though Halloween 1, Rob Zombie is the first one, was a movie that was made for everybody. Can I
Yeah.
say that about the second and the third one he did? No. Can I
No.
say that about the other? I didn't like really any of the other Halloween remakes. But I do feel like, yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah, hands
I
down.
agree with
It
you.
was a really well done remake, and they
Mhm.
stayed true to how it should be. It's more of the I like what you don't see scares you, you know? So it's him
Yes.
lurking in the background. It's not just I don't know, him running through a wall and being like, "Blah," you know? It's
Mhm.
I like classic horror. That's just my jam.
Jeez.
I mean, literally
Halloween, yeah. How about you, One Speed?
I am one of these weird people that I don't really do horror films.
yeah.
I don't mind the
Mhm.
games. I find the games because you have an element of interaction, so you can kind of pause and take a breath if you need to. Where the films are they just keep going, unless you watch it at home, of course. But there's a certain level of it certain level of reward for playing a game as
Mhm.
opposed to just watching the film for the pure pleasure of the adrenaline. But I mean, I haven't actually seen that many horror films overall, and the ones I have seen are pretty bad. Like, and this is why Crimi always judges me because of the House of Wax with
Paris Hilton.
thingy
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton. For some reason, I've seen that. I'm pretty sure when I was like 6, I saw Freddy vs. Jason, and that
Great movie.
traumatized me.
Stellar.
Um, I've seen The Ring. I actually saw The Ring when I was like 14. That was pretty good. Although my sister and her partner were like 17, 18 at the time, and they told me to watch it with them because they were babysitting me or whatever. And her boyfriend went to the shop to buy us sweets to eat during the film, and he decides to throw a Mars bar at me. And I wasn't feeling very well anyway whilst watching the film, and it smacks me right on the forehead. And like it's something out of a comedy skit. He literally throws it in slow motion, and I just see it go bang straight
No.
against my forehead. I'm like knocked back a little bit, and then like 5 minutes later, I end up throwing up. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not. I don't. I can't watch this." And then proceed to go and watch the rest of the film, watch it with them after throwing up. So, yeah, I don't really have
You're
a good
a trooper.
track record with bad films.
You did
or
well
horror
with
films, sorry.
the new Scream movie.
Yeah, I thought Scream was pretty. I don't mind a slasher, and
Yeah.
we saw the first
Find
Scream,
a
and I
slasher.
thought
I
that
love
A
the way you said
slasher.
that.
slasher. I think that they're pretty entertaining because it's more of a detective kind of film.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out who
Mhm.
it is, and it's always keeping you guessing. Um, so I think if there's that plot behind it, I'm pretty sure I've seen Human Centipede. I'm pretty sure I saw
Oh,
that for
great
a joke
movie.
once. Yeah,
I'm pretty
That's
sure
nice.
you
I
would
mean,
know
it's
if you saw that movie.
Well, well, with a lot of trauma, I choose to suppress it
No,
so
that's
much
fair.
so it goes to the deep dark part of my brain and never seen again. Um, and then, yeah, I think I've seen a couple of Saws. I think
Mhm.
Ooh.
I wouldn't say
He's been to the
I wouldn't
hardware
say
store a
it's
few
horror,
times.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. I'm just like, I don't.
And then it's not horror, but Final Destination I've always found
That's
quite
a horror.
It's a horror.
It
intriguing.
is a horror, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
There's
a few of those.
the final one is coming out this year, apparently.
They had the Final Destination 10 years ago. It was called
this
The
is like-
Final Destination.
Yeah.
But now it's like for real
like
the
was
The
just
final.
final,
Yeah.
the real, for
JKLOL
real. This is the
destination.
final destination. Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
one speed. That's now I have like all these questions in my head for you. So did you start off on Twitch as a horror streamer?
No.
Because when I met you, you were full-on horror streamer. So you said that watching horror movies for you really doesn't do it. It doesn't like get you stimulated, right? There's no prize at the end for you kind of thing. So
Mhm.
the prize at the end for me watching, let's say, Evil Dead 1 is my favorite movie of all time. It makes me so happy. It's like Crimi playing Resident Evil 1, right? It brings me this like nostalgic joy, and I know that I have something to go to that always makes me happy. And when I watch that movie or a movie that gives me that much joy, the prize at the end is the joy that it has given me. Now, I didn't physically do anything to receive that, to get that joy. I just watched. So for you, when you play horror games, it's more of you making it through it. It's you
Mhm.
interacting. It's you figuring out everything, and the prize is you have completed this game. So
Mhm.
do you get that satisfaction when you play shorter horror games or even like indie demos compared to playing a big title like Resident Evil, Last of Us, all those big lengthy horror games?
Yeah, I find the indie horrors are particularly more intense because they have to stand out, and I think with the AAA horrors, they've got a brand behind them, so they don't have to try as intently to keep your focus and attention or get the word out about their scares. The indie horrors are by far the best ones at getting the heart rate going and proper knocking you off your feet, so to speak. So.
Now, what do you say? No, so I'm so kind of stupid when it comes to like video game terms. When you say AAA horror, what does that mean? Is that a company? Is that a term? What is AAA horror?
It's normally a game that's got a higher budget, over, I don't know, 25 million or whatever. Like the Resident Evils, the Outlast. I would argue Outlast is a AAA because of the
The new
polish and the
Silent Hill.
finish. The new Silent Hill.
They're
Silent
pretty much
Hill as a
horror games
whole,
being
as a
made by
brand.
bigger companies, like more
Yeah.
well-known companies,
Yeah,
like
ones
Capcom,
Like
that are
a
Konami,
published
franchise.
by
that kind of
big
thing.
names.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
You
it's like
already
a
you already
term.
have it built up. Like when
It's a grading. Yeah.
like when they
Grading.
first came out, they probably weren't like a AAA, but now that they're successful, so now
Mhm.
that's how I deem it. It's like, yeah, Resident Evil for sure, because Capcom like blew it out of the park with that. Blew it out of the park.
They did.
I
They
mean,
blew it out of the park. That's
yeah.
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 That's the
Makes
now
sense.
I'm thinking of get that hot dog out of my face.
Get your fucking hot dog in there.
Get your fucking hot dog in there. Crimmy, did you start off as a horror streamer?
Yeah, kinda. I started off the first game, my first official stream, I played BioShock, and like an hour into my stream, my Xbox melted. Yeah.
Even back
had
then,
to-
she was breaking things. Knew it.
Yeah, and it was a really beautiful, like limited edition
Breaking
Gears
bread.
of War Xbox One X,
Oh.
like just beautiful.
Mhm.
And the HDMI port melted, and so I was like, "Well, that's it. Can't stream anymore." But yeah, I've always been into horror. I mean, the first game that I remember being obsessed with was Resident Evil 2. So my brother took me to Blockbuster. He was like, "What game do you want?" I was like, Tomb Raider looks great, you know? He's like, "No, fuck that. You're playing Resident Evil 2." And I remember screaming about this game and just being completely smitten with it, just obsessed. And yeah, like then there was like Nightmare Creatures on N64, fucking GoldenEye. I remember on my 16th birthday, I 100%ed it on the hardest difficulty. And like, so that's how I like anything in my life. I'm like, oh yeah, that year, that's when I did that, like in video games. But yeah, for horror, it makes sense. That's my comfort. It's weird. I think
Same.
if I try to for a while, I tried to play games that I thought people wanted to watch, and then I realized, fuck that. I want people to show up to hang out with me and not care what I'm playing. So that was like the year that I met One Speed. That was like my year of growth, pretty much. I lost an entire community. People got really creepy and stole my face. And then like I was like, fuck it. I'm chopping my hair off. I'm gonna play whatever I want. I want people to just accept me and not be like, oh, this game, I love it. Like, I even tried streaming Fortnite for a while.
No.
Can you imagine?
No.
Yeah.
Which like
I did-
totally cool, dude. I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm not like saying Fortnite's bad. It's just I've never seen you. That would be like, whoa.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Like, I'm
Who
a
are you, and why
I'm
are
a
you in my
FPS
mother's clothes?
I am an FPS queen. Like, I used to do MLG for Halo back in the day. Like Call of Duty, I streamed Warzone a lot. Then I went to Phasmo. I did Phasmo a lot. Then my sister got onto Phasmo when I lost all my friends. I was like, I don't have anybody to play with. She's like, I'll play. I was like, okay. So I taught her how to play. And then every Thursday we did streams of Phasmo and Boomen. And then I fell in love with indie horror. Indie horror is my home because it's 3 hours of just getting the shit scared out of you by random stuff. And they like, what the fuck did I just play? Counting to 6?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
playing that on Monday. Thank you so much for the gifty gift.
Yeah, that game, I screamed so hard, I thought I popped an ovary. Like, yeah,
I remember
was
you
in
saying
physical
that.
pain.
Oh,
I was in
no.
physical pain. Physical. And I was like, cool, I'm dying.
Speaking of indie horror, you, me, and One Speed are both content creators for, and this is like the time that we met each other too, for that indie demo game, Mannequin Hassler Storage. Now, I have played a lot of indie horror demos, and I have to say that there is nothing that tickled me the way that Mannequin Hessler Storage did. It had so much replayability because not only did it have 4 or 5 physical ending, like shown endings, there was also a secret ending. It was also randomized scares, which I'm really happy that more indie developers are using in their games now. I've done like No Lighter runs. I think that game has incredible replayability. Plus our friend Codename Power does the voices for them too. So I was so in on this game. Like I have never been more in on wanting to make content for a game than I was with this. I have to ask both of you because I believe that the creation of this full game has stopped. Does it disappoint you that we're probably never going to have a full Mannequin game? And what did you guys think of its successor, Hotel Room Hauntings?
I don't download anything from Itch. I
Itch.io.
don't.
Okay.
Part of my tism, I am incredibly terrified of downloading anything because I don't know how to fix something if I break it.
Same.
So it took me a very long time even to downloading games from Steam. Like I was a console streamer for years. So I never got to play it. I randomly found the Mannequin demo because I'm terrified of mannequins. I forgot what the phobia name is. It's the fear of human-like things that aren't human.
Manovia.
I am Manovia.
Hey, Manovia here.
Or things covered in sheets. Like just terrified. So I found this, I played it, I tweeted to the dude and I was like, yo, fuck you, I love you, but you're the worst. And then he just started trolling me. Every time I streamed it, he would come into my stream. He would take quotes that I said and make them into inspirational pictures and then put them on Twitter and just stupid shit. Like we just became buddies. So it really makes me sad that it's stopped for now. I think it will come out eventually. I just think
it will.
Yeah, it's got something so different that I really hope it comes out. It's one of those games that just fucks you up while you play it because you go different ways and it triggers different things. There's one like a moonwalking one that really scared me. The shadow dude fucked me up. So it's just there's a lot of stuff in it that I really hope it comes out. Codename, we are talking about Mannequin.
And I feel like it was kind of like the first of the randomized scares. I know for me, I have never played a game that had randomized scares before Mannequin. Now we have, Don't Scream. We have that new kind of
what
Don't
a letdown
Scream
that
that
was.
came out. One Speed, what did you think about the Mannequin demo? And are you disappointed that the kind of creation of the full game has stopped for now? And did you play Hotel Room Hauntings or have seen gameplay of it?
I mean, it's a little bit disappointing that the Mannequin has kind of turned into more of a long-term project. I think it will still come out. I still am optimistic. But obviously being an indie developer is really hard, especially when you haven't got funding, you're doing it as a side gig. The guy who actually makes it only lives like half an hour away from where I live in England. So that's cool. It's always nice to know that people are nearby. I haven't done the hotel haunting, but I'm pretty sure I've seen Crimmy do it. I don't know.
Never played it. I don't play
okay.
Itch.
Yeah, I do need to show you how to
Way
do
to
it.
just ignore me while I was just seconds ago. Just saying. Wow.
Wow. But yeah, I mean, the developer's got a good thing going. He knows what he's doing. I really liked Mannequin because it just felt a little bit different. And there is a habit sometimes when you play indie horrors where they can all feel a bit samey or the same kind of scares. And there have been certain ones recently have disappointed me, like Don't Scream, where they were trying to be random, but they were also the same type of scare. Whereas I felt like Mannequin had enough variety to keep you on your toes. So I think we'll see more from the developer. but I also understand the toughness of being an indie developer and trying to do a full-time job on the side. I can empathize with how difficult that must be.
Oh, it must be so hard. And, we appreciate all the work that him and all indie
Mm.
developers give to not only horror games, but all different types of games. Yeah, I thought that Don't Scream, I'm gonna do a compliment first, was beautiful. I am
Oh,
a
stunning.
huge
Yeah.
fan of found footage. I love found footage horror movies. I love found footage games. This was right up my alley, no pun intended. and I was so stoked for it because I was like, this is a game that was made just for me. This is my game. I hyped it up. I had Extreme where I was doing a no scream challenge. Like every 5 screams, I would do like hot sauce, and I played it 4 times in a row
Mhm.
and I didn't scream at all. And that really made me upset. I think I almost had I went through not like a little breakdown, but I was just like, oh, I'm trying to find good horror games at the end of last year. And I
Yeah.
just couldn't find any. And
It was a
Scream
rough
came
year.
out. It was a rough year. Don't Scream comes out and I'm like, this is perfect. This is just for me. Like, this is great. And then it was so disappointing. And
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. Now I feel stupid because I'm just like, guys, come to Scream challenge, and then nothing. I'm the fucking Scream queen of fucking Twitch, and I can't fucking
Yeah.
scream once.
He was here and we did Don't Scream together, and we lost because he mimicked a sound. And then I screamed because I was walking through one of the buildings and something dropped down in front of me, and that got me. But besides that, it wasn't good. So I refunded it. I'm sorry. I feel bad refunding a game, but if it's something that's unplayable or something that was it was hard for me to play because it was just bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna refund it. If a game is beautiful and the story's kind of shit, cool, I'll play it. I've played a lot of shitty games, but yeah, that game was not it for me at all.
So this is a question for Max, One Speed, and Crimmy. Last year, and I've heard people talk about how great the horror games were last year, and I mean, listen, we had Resident Evil 4 remake, come out, which I know you weren't a fan of, Crimmy, but a lot of people were a fan of. It was beautiful, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
There was the new Amnesia. There were some big titles that came out, but it wasn't. There was no game that was horrific. No Outlast kind of terrifying game. Resident Evil, yes, it's a horror game, but it's not, to me, it's not terrifying. It's not scary. It's survival horror, which is awesome.
It's an action. Yeah, it's an action horror game.
I want to be terrified. And last year, if I can think right off the spot, the indie horror games that came out that actually terrified me, I can name 2, which was Chilla Arts' Night Security, which I thought was the scariest fucking game. And it was besides the ending, I liked Welcome to Kowloon. I thought that was pretty damn creepy. And there was this kind of indie kind of game called Midnight something, I forget what but that had a couple good scares, but that's whatever. But those 2 games were it for me, that were memorable. What do you guys, all 3 of you, do you have a game, a horror game last year that was really memorable to you, that scared you, or even I know One Speed, maybe you don't get scared easily, but just gave you the feels, been this is a good horror game, this is solid?
I really like The Beast Inside. I always speak about how good that game was because it felt AAA, but you also knew it wasn't. It was almost AA. And
the batteries.
And it was it had a really interesting story. It had there was a juxtaposition between the day missions and the night missions. Overall, it was the complete package. It wasn't short by any stretch of the imagination. I think it could take you 8 to 12 to 15 hours. There was puzzles in it, and I don't normally do puzzles, but it's great to stream because people can help you when you can't quite see what the answer is.
Mhm.
I thought that was still one of the most underrated games that you can still get on offer for like under $5. Don't Be Afraid, I was a big fan of as well. I found that really creepy and disturbing. Um,
I believe I recommended that to you, One Speed, because
yeah.
that's one of my favorite games. And when Crimmy was saying that she hates cheats, like I just thought
Ugh.
of Don't Be Afraid.
That game fucked
And
me up.
then what's it called? At Dead of Night? Is that what it's
Ah,
called? The guy with the bonker?
Game, my favorite
Yeah.
game. Jimmy
Yeah,
Bonk.
that's another one. Jimmy Bonker.
That
So
was
yeah, those three are the ones that really stand in my mind. I haven't played a lot of horrors recently, but those are the ones that really stand out to me. Outlast should also get a mention. So I think that's a great series, especially for console players. Um, there's something about Choo Choo Charles. I don't know why, but I like. I know it's not the best, and that it's probably not even a good game, but maybe it's my fascination with trains as a kid that makes me like it. I don't know.
love that.
Autism. And
Autism.
Time is up, yum. What?
Yeah, what?
yeah,
I
Yeah, it's
think
like-
for me, last year is when I played the Lost Alone series. That
Yes.
game fucking scared me.
Thank you, Crimmy, because that I wanted to say to you before, like in the beginning of the stream when we were just chit-chatting, that watching you play the Lost Alone games, which is my favorite 3-game series,
Yeah.
was so fantastic to watch because you just shrieked.
Oh
You
yeah.
were just like and it was
Yeah.
so good. It was so
Yeah.
good to watch.
And it sucks though because the new one that came out, it was a want situation for me because I was expecting it to be a new game, but all they did was re-release all 3 games together with like 2 extra jump scares per thing, and I was very upset about it. I'm literally looking at my Steam thing to see what I played last year because I have attention span. I think I played Is Simon There last year.
That's a good one.
That one was
Simon
good.
yeah.
And then besides that, like there wasn't a lot of stuff that specifically came out last year, but I played them last year. Oakwood was fun. You're in this old like campground and there's dinosaurs. And it was terrifying. And then yeah, there really wasn't a lot. I mean, we played a lot of stuff on Ghoul Friends. September 7th was scary. But yeah, the finding co-op ones is awful. Oh, duh! Trash Horror Collection.
What's this?
Yeah.
What is this? I meant to do this, and I went, hey.
Trash
Love
Horror Collection.
Horror is the best because you got fucking toilet killer. Fucking
Killer.
poop killer.
I guess there's Poop Killer 9, but they're only releasing those on itch, and my
Oh.
Tism doesn't like that. So once they finally release onto whatchamacallit, onto Steam, I'll be able to play it because I love Poop Killer so much.
Poop
So
Killer
much.
Origins, I think, was also only on itch.
They re-released that on they add games on to the Trash Horror Collections, and I think they added that one on to one of them.
It's fantastic.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so fucking good. It's so fucking
They're
good.
they're
I love
all
them.
good. And just the endings are my favorite because you get to make the choice.
And you get to just redo like the other endings too, like right after it of just like
Yeah.
have a rap battle. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. The one where I summoned the people that he killed and they all pulled their pants down and just shot poop at the man was
Yeah.
one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And the giant Schmildo.
yeah.
Sorry.
That was my favorite one, I think, where you worked at the sex shop.
Oh, it was fucking funny.
Oh, it was so funny.
Because the
Those-
guy's like, this is it, bonk. And it's just like, this big. Hilarious.
Yeah, he likes to slide, puts it down, like, I'll pay for this. And it's like,
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's bigger than you. It's like, and it's all pixelated. and
Yeah.
shit. I
It
love
was it was one of those games that like I saw the title, I was like, this is gonna be amazing. And then I played it and I was like, this is the greatest game ever.
Sevi just gifted me a game called Don't Pee.
I think Hangry Hardo might have played that. I know somebody I know has played it, and it was silly, so I'm excited
I
for
love
that.
silliness.
Yes.
How about you, Max? What have you got into? We were talking like I think this morning when I messaged you about like last year you really got into horror games, which like makes me so happy. So in your like horror discoverability blah, 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 journey, whatever it's called, what games have really like stuck out for you last year specifically?
So I love a lot of like mascot horror, which is like my favorite genre of indie horror. And last year, we got 2 or 3 installations in the Garten of Banban series. Last year, Joyville, which is my favorite new mascot horror game, came out, which is it's based off of Poppy Playtime. And then my favorite mascot horror game of all time, My Friendly Neighborhood, came out last year, and I loved My Friendly Neighborhood like so much. I bought it for Crims this Christmas.
Yeah.
I was like, play
and
this.
Happy's Humble Burger Farm.
That didn't. Yeah. That game is my all-time favorite new game now.
That was my top rated game for the year before last. That was my number 1 of the entire year. Was that game?
I remember you
Scythe,
saying you love Happy Burger Farm.
Happy Burger. The dev team behind Happy's Humble Burger Farm is so nice. I ordered the plushie from them, and it hasn't been shipped yet, but they've been like so like apologetic about like, hey, like our like the head of our shipping department like got sick this last week, and like I messaged them the other night and I was like, hey, it's been a little over a month, I don't mean to be like annoying or anything, and they were like, oh yeah, your order's going out tomorrow, and we added some cool stuff into it. I was like, fucking amazing. I love
awesome.
them. Scythe
Hell
will
yeah.
always have I want to play more of their games. Unfortunately, they're itch games, so
Yeah.
I laughed when you said Garden of Banban because when I came in that one time and you were playing it, I was like, is this golf with your friends?
yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do. It was weird because like the moment you said that, I looked back at my screen that I had my game on, and I was like, oh my god, it does look like Golf with Friends.
I suck
It
at that
shouldn't,
game.
but
I
it does.
suck at that game so bad.
One Speed mentioned that. What did you last year play Outlast?
Who, me?
One Speed. How long ago did you play
No.
Outlast? Was that a last year game for you?
No, I think I played it the year before. I think one of my first horror games that I played was Alien Isolation.
Nice.
shit.
And that was
That's a
pretty
hard
good.
one.
That was a pretty
Yeah.
good one. Yeah, I very much enjoyed that. I think Outlast would have been quite soon after that because I started on console games and then I got the PC to be able to do horrors on the PC. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm giggling when I said that's a hard one because then I was thinking about before the stream started, and Grims was like, "Mommy don't know Daddy's getting hard."
At the body shop, doing
Allie, I have
body
a question.
Yeah.
You have a Lady D plushie next to you. Where did you get it?
I did. I got it on Amazon
Can you send me the link for it?
or on Etsy. Yes, I will find it. And send
I
you the
want
link on
want it. I can be like, it's Crims.
That's why I put it up. I was like a Crimmy, a CEO. I'm Crimmy. Send me the keys. to
I wish
Crimmy.
I had a snapback so I can dress up like One Speed.
Next time.
I don't have any hats
You
with
have
a
any
bill.
hats like that?
Nope. I only have
I
beanies.
might have a few spare.
Yeah.
I've got like 50.
He's got a closet of them.
Dress. You both have the black sweater,
Yeah.
right? You just need to hide that ginger hair of yours.
Never hide
Fine.
your ginger hair.
No.
Well, I can't do
You're
that because
like-
my
It's a
beard
part
is
of your
ginger.
soul.
His
I mean, I have
beard-
ginger parts, so it's
Yeah.
fine. It's just the lighting.
He has
So
ginger
you're where
parts.
I get it from. Fuck
Yeah.
sakes, Crims.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
That took me
A
a
singular
second.
few.
Freckles? Jesus.
That
Yeah.
took me a second because I didn't hear you. I was like, "What?" And
It's my
and
snail
it took
trail.
me a
My snail
second
trail is
to
all
like-
ginger.
Your
You
snail
snail
trail?
trail?
Yeah.
Snail trail? You don't got the right parts.
Snail trail
No,
is
that's what,
no.
no, that's what we
Snail
call
trail
the
is when
belly.
a lady like teabags you.
Oh,
No,
that's what that
that's
means.
the belly.
Okay.
The little hair
Oh.
on your belly that leads down to your crotch.
It's a happy trail.
Allie, I love your
not a happy
impression
trail.
of me. Oh.
What, am I wrong?
This is an
This is
act
the
you perform on
cultural
someone?
differences.
What?
No. You know how like dudes like can teabag you, right?
Yeah.
When a girl snail trails, she drops it and slides it.
Oh, can I tell you what I thought it was? I thought, you know, like how when dogs have an itch?
Yeah,
They
it's
do
pretty
this?
much it's pretty much the same thing.
But I just thought, but I just thought it was when like a girl did it. I don't know why a woman would do this.
It's the same thing.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's just Crim's ass sliding on the floor. She's just sitting there like,
Yeah.
like
Making
legs
everyone
up,
flip.
just
It's just just skirt. Yeah. With my tiny ass legs.
The noise makes a real skirt. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's fucking
it
so
keeps
funny.
like it's just like a slight hiss in the background.
Yes.
It's like
I think you're gonna have to make a new picture of Crimmy, but add a snail trail.
What?
I'm gonna add like just like a wet mark behind it.
It's like caution
That's
when
so
wet sign.
gross. Is that
That's
gonna
her.
go
That's
on-
her shell. Her shell is just a caution when wet.
Are you gonna put a caution or slippery when wet sign on the fucking starting soon? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put your snail with the but like under it.
The fucking snail picture is awful because it's just like
It's just it's my favorite emote ever.
hate it.
I want two versions of it. One where it's shaking and one where it's spinning.
like Gary.
Yeah.
It's awful.
I want Eris to draw that. I'm
my
gonna make
God,
that into merch.
No.
All
How dare you.
proceeds go to Crimothy Jones.
Well, in that case, I mean, shit.
Oh my god.
Breathe, my boy.
I'm trying.
My loin fruit.
boy. My loin fruit.
The fruit of my loins.
Oh my god, that's so good. So why I asked one speed about Outlast?
Bless you.
Is because Spectacles Testicles Wild to watch.
What?
It's from Austin Powers.
I've
Spectacles,
never seen
Testicles,
those
Wild to
movies.
Yeah.
Watch.
What?
My boy.
It's pretty much just one speed.
Oh, so fake British accent again? Got it. Just kidding.
And then she shat on a turtle.
She sat on a tattoo.
A number of times she says that during the day.
I thought you were gonna
She
say
says it
during
must say
sex.
at least once.
That's what I
Yeah,
Oh my
during-
god.
That's what I
yeah,
thought too.
absolutely.
Just
Just about- just- Just as I'm about to teabag her, and she shot on a turtle.
For the record, he has never teabagged me. Okay.
He's
Thank
only
you.
snail trailed her. That's right.
Oh, he's that.
I was
Yucca.
gonna say that. I only snail trail. It's so fucking
Yeah.
funny.
See,
That's
me and
not
Allie
full
have
sweat.
me and Allie have been friends for so long. We just know what each other are thinking.
We
How
finish
dare.
each other's sandwiches.
Finish each other's sandwiches. Yeah, it's gross, but I'm still gonna eat it.
So I avoided Outlast playing it.
Sorry.
Oh, no. I was supposed to do church music. So I avoided
The Twilight.
girl? Ha ha ha.
Yeah, that's the one that starts playing in the background. Yeah, that.
I avoided playing Outlast because
Thank you,
you
Corn.
guys know I have intense motion sickness.
Mm.
Really,
Yeah.
really bad. I have to take medicine every time I go play video games,
Mm.
and it sucks.
Mhm.
And Outlast, just to me, looked like something that would 1000% make me sick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I avoided playing it for fucking ever. Then last year, I was like, you know what? Like, it was on sale for $3. I'm like, let me get it. Picked it up. Let's just try it. Are you about to throw up?
Me? No, I hiccup.
Yeah. Oh, you're like,
No.
That story is so bad. So
It just reminded me of shit times with Outlast.
yeah,
All
yeah,
the
how dare
penis.
you. All the penis.
Penis
Violent
ensues,
penises.
you know?
And I want to slap myself every time because one, I did not get sick at all. I did Outlast Trials first, and Outlast Trials did not make me sick, and so I was like, I think I can maybe handle Outlast. Outlast has now become one of my favorite games of all time. I thought it was scary. It has the scream record. So at first, at Dead of Night, I screamed 94 times, and Outlast beat it by 4 screams.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Wow.
so good. So good. So it's scary. I thought that the DLC Whistleblower was even better. It was fan-fucking-tastic. I'm just talking about the first one and then the DLC.
That DLC keeps breaking for me, and I'm really
What the
mad.
fuck?
Yeah,
Can
it
we
keeps
uninstall and reinstall?
it keeps freezing, and then it makes me restart the entire DLC. It
Oh,
doesn't
what the
save.
fuck?
Yeah. So I'm hoping maybe after I upgrade my PC, maybe it's just something that's wonky with it. But I wanted to play it. Hi, buddy. Up, Dirt Star.
Oh,
There it
birthday.
is.
What did all three of you think about Outlast? Do you think that it lives up to? Because I feel that that game is hyped, right? But for me, that game lives up to the hype. Did that
It's not
scare you
overhyped.
guys?
Second one was awful.
Yeah, I won't. I watched
Yeah.
Haley play it. I'm like,
Yeah. The
The
second one
best
felt
part
like
about
it
it-
was trying too hard.
the best part about it was seeing the baby where the lady has a hat.
lady has a hat. Then the baby comes out with a hat on.
Childbirth. Yes.
Oh, I was like, yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw the childbirth part, but I was like, wait, is wearing a hat? And that's I'm like, wait, I missed something.
because I knew it was in the game, right? Also, this is Bruce Wayne.
Oh,
Brother.
Brucey.
Brother.
Oh,
brother.
And
Oh.
that's his Dirt Star. Like I knew it was in the game, so I was like, cool, this game fucking blows. Where's this childbirth? And of course it's at like the last 2 seconds of the game. So I've
Last
been
2 seconds.
waiting this whole time. And hating playing this. Hi, Bob.
Oh, the Bubbas. Look at that.
Oh.
He's the star of the show.
Oh
Everyone cap break and look at the flu.
One day I will meet
Oh, I
brother
miss him.
Oh, he's such a good boy.
Oh,
I'm gonna steal
spicy
him
boy.
and give him
Um,
cuddles.
he's you're obnoxious. But yeah, the second one was really dumb. I hated it. But I also didn't understand the story. Sassy explained it to me, so like that kind of helped, but it still doesn't make any sense. So
Mhm.
that to me was a big flop. I didn't enjoy it at all. I don't know.
What about you, Max and One Speed?
I think I told
you
you
just
this.
played it last week.
Yeah. I think I told you this. I was talking to a friend of mine, and my friend was wondering what Outlast was, and the way I described it was, you're a journalist, you go into an insane asylum, and penis ensues, and you
Yeah.
lost it.
I did. Penis ensues. That's literally the perfect description.
And
Like, that's
Like-
incredible.
You know that one dude was in charge of animating all those penises.
Mhm.
Like, there's
Mhm.
jiggle mechanics with the
Mhm.
wieners.
yeah,
It's
There is.
hilarious.
it's awful.
And that's what makes it terrifying, too, is realistic wiener. I said this,
Yeah.
not to be like
Oh, I
gross
got
or anything to change the subject, but I said the same thing about I don't understand why they couldn't have done this in the new Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie. It was so bad, and Winnie the Pooh looked so bad, but you know would have made him fucking terrifying if he looked just like he did, right? But
with a big
instead,
floppy dick.
he had the crop top, like the crop top, right? And a big fucking hammer between his legs. So that when he was chasing the kids, it would like flop around. That's the scariest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. Why couldn't they just have taken some inspiration from Outlast?
Yeah, I didn't I didn't watch that movie. I figured it was just gonna be really bad. I know.
It
Hi.
is.
Hello.
It was the worst movie I've ever seen.
Are you guys excited for
Really?
the Winnie the Pooh game? It's
Was it worse than
multiplayer.
Humpty Dumpty?
Humpty
it
Dumpty
horror?
was fucking awful.
What, the Winnie the Pooh game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a horror game. It's
What?
like you and like 4 other people. It's kind of like Folklore Hunter, from what I can
Ooh,
understand.
Folklore Hunter is super fun.
It's like that, or it's like
'Cause
that, or
you
like
hunt Humpty
DBD.
Dumpty and his friends.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
talking about Winnie the
Play as-
Pooh.
No,
I was like, is
Yeah,
Humpty Dumpty
Winnie the Pooh. There's a Winnie the Pooh game that's
you
coming
hunt down
out.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Pretty much, or like he's hunting you. It's like there's 4 of you as like the survivors, and then I don't know if Winnie the Pooh is like a playable character or he's just like the villain. But
Hmm.
it looks really good.
There's
it's on
also one coming
Steam.
out like that, and it's Jeepers Creepers.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I love those
Jeepers
movies.
Creepers. The first one was so
Are you
good.
The
gonna
first one's the
cuddle? No?
best one.
It is the best one.
You
Well, I
cuddle?
really liked the Friday the 13th game. I thought that was quite cool. I like the concept.
Yeah.
I think they can do more like that with more horror icons.
Yeah.
Like you could easily do a Ghostface kind of slasher one. I mean, that it's the same style as like Dead by Daylight, but I don't vibe with Dead by Daylight.
See,
I saw that.
No, I didn't.
the disrespect.
Wait,
He
wait,
walked
wait,
up.
slap
He
my
walked up and
mouth.
was just like.
That bitch, I want
He's
some
like,
attention.
shut up.
Yeah. She's
I
like,
think those. Do you think the production of games like those don't happen because of copyright? And I know that like they
Hmm.
had to
Yeah.
take out Stranger Things from DVD, and they had to stop the production right on Friday the 13th because of that.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah, it's
all
also
the
licensing and not being able to pay the fees for it. Yeah.
yeah.
that's why all the like Steamboat Willie type Mickey Mouse games are coming out now, because the copyright for it stopped like January, I think, of
Yeah.
this year.
Mm.
But they
So,
have to be careful because it has to be that exact
Yeah.
Mickey. It can't be another form,
It can't
or
be
else they're
a-
gonna get
anything
sued up
past
the
that.
ass.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
You
'cause
were
I would
playing the
also
Evil
love
Dead
that.
game the other day, weren't you, Ali?
I was. They also
Mm.
stopped production on the Evil Dead game as well recently. They're not adding anything, but I like what they have so far. They
Mhm.
also had like a battle royale kind of thing that you can do now.
Ooh.
And they also
I
have
feel like
options.
that game would have done so much better if it wasn't an exclusive to Epic. That if that game
Oh,
come
they
to
fucked
Steam
up.
straight away, they fucked up royally by taking a paycheck early. I feel like that game would have done so well if it had just made sure it went to the right audience from the get go, because it had everything going for it.
So let me ask you one, Speed, because that's interesting. You probably might know the answer because I have no idea. You just said, oh, they wanted that paycheck early. Was the reason why it went to Epic a year before
Money.
it went to Steam just strictly because of money?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Epic would have paid the exclusivity rights for the first year to try and get more people to buy it on their platform.
That's such a shame because I don't know if you guys played or OneSpeed if you played the Evil Dead game when it first came out, but it wasn't good. It was still very janky.
It was
very
broken. I couldn't
floppy.
even play it. I couldn't get
It was
past the
broken.
lobby.
Mhm. So like it went onto Steam only a year later, which I was so pissed about. They could have used that year to not make it so janky.
Yeah. I
and
still
just
have never
come
played
out
it.
to Steam. So what I like about the game too is for me, I play games for the experience, not the challenge.
Yeah.
So when I do Resident Evil and it's like, what would you like to play on? Assistant, normal, professional. I'm like, assistant. I usually pretend I sneeze and then I press assistant. I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
guess we'll just go with it.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
So for Evil Dead, it kind of has somewhat an option for that too. What you can do is you can do player versus an AI killer, which the AI killer is still very strong, and you can go and have a lobby full of live people or like all of us play together against an AI killer, and you don't get as many points, but it's just a better time. So
Yeah.
if I want to
Yeah.
just go in to play Evil Dead with an AI killer, my lobby time's going to be less. It's less competitive. I'm having fun with my friends. And I think for me, that's why I keep playing Evil Dead, because of that option for me to have fun and not be competitive. people being dicks, on the
Yeah.
intercom. I can't take that. I know that like I shouldn't listen, but when someone's mean to me, I'm just like, but why?
Yeah. Just like when we played the Texas Chainsaw game and somebody
Mhm.
came into your chat, or it was either your chat or my chat. Somebody came into the chat and was suck. They're like, you suck. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh no,
My bad.
That has not happened to me since Dead by Daylight. When Dead by Daylight people used to come into my chat all the time and call me awful names, and that's
Yeah.
why I stopped streaming it.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I love TCM, and then something happened. I don't know what it was. I just got bored of it.
If they could
That's the
have
problem with
done,
it.
yeah, if they could have done an expansion that was House of a Thousand Corpses, it would have been so good.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's was there any talk of that, or did that just come out of
No,
people's
because
brains?
that's the good thing about DVD, right? Like you kind of
Yeah.
get sick of it, and then they're like, "Oh, we're bringing out Hellraiser or Resident Evil or stuff like that," and then you're just like, "Well, shit, I guess." But with Texas Chainsaw, there wasn't really much you could do. There was okay,
No,
maybe
it's very
another
limiting.
or another skin that he wears or stuff like that. If they would have branched out and did it like a Strangers DLC, could you fucking imagine? Like if they did Strangers, if they did like House of a Thousand Corpses, like imagine getting chased by Tiny, like fucking terrifying. And
Terrifying.
I mean 1,000% Rob Zombie probably would have went along with it, to be fair. But it would have been such a good idea, and it would have been easy to branch out because it's the same thing. It's just different characters, pretty much. So it would have worked.
They also
Yeah, I think-
haven't come out with maps too.
Yeah.
Different maps.
Yeah, I think the idea of Texas Chainsaw works really well, but I feel like it should have been branded as a general horror game rather than specifically Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
If you think like DVD is successful because whenever people start getting stale of the characters, they bring out a timed expansion. For example, the most recent one is Alan Wake. That will bring in a new audience and it gives people another reason to go, oh, do you know what? I'll jump in for another few weeks and play it. And then they bring out Stranger Things that brings in a whole new audience. They brought in the famous actor, which names escaped me
Nick
already.
Cage.
Yeah, they brought him in, which would have brought people back to the game. And do you know what? Another game that does that really well is Fortnite. If
Yeah.
they do timed exclusivity expansions that draw people in for a period of time, and then you've got that hook again, which is ironic. You're hooked on the game once more, and then you keep playing. They keep you in the ecosystem, and that's what Texas Chainsaw needed to do, but they limited themselves by having the idea only around that game, that series.
Yeah.
If it was a general horror thing, you could have done the same game with Ghostface. You could have had all these different horror icons
The Resident Evil
chasing
7
you.
family. Like
Yeah,
Oh,
the concept is good. Just don't limit it to a. It's really hard because you can't copy DBD. But if you do DBD differently with not just you have to do these generators to open these doors. If there are other objectives
Yeah.
each round, it wasn't just that. I feel like DBD would work better for me. I find it's too repetitive, the same thing over and over. If they had different variety on the goal, like instead of just having to go to a generator, you need to go and pick this lock or whatever.
Yeah.
Some ideas.
Like
That's what
Texas
they should have
Chainsaw
done.
scared the shit out of me. I played with Allie once, and there's a clip. I shrieked, and she thought
Yeah.
it was a sound clip that somebody played, and she fucking screamed and ripped her earbuds out.
Yeah.
Like awful. Because I get terrified when people chase me. So I heard the chainsaw rev, and he was right behind me.
Yeah.
It. Awful.
What that game also didn't have is any sort of like events. So even like a game that's kind of like still very simple in early access, such as Boomen. Boomen has like different like Christmas events, Halloween events. There's strategic, things placed. The maps look differently. There's different maps that come out. TCM has the same map but like 3 different ways. I felt like it was getting very repetitive. And I really, really wanted to like it. I do like it. I do, and
Yeah.
I'll play it. But I wanted to love it, like how Evil Dead. I wanted
Yeah.
to love it. How the new Killer Clowns game that's coming out, I'm gonna want to love that. And I just get so disappointed.
Yeah.
And then I look back at like Dead by Daylight, and I'm like, even though like Dead by Daylight's kind of like whatever to me now, it still has so much to offer. Like you were saying, One Speed, the genius thing they do is like it's kind of, here's the, you know, something comes out and then they wait like 4 or 5 months and then a new exciting new chapter comes out. You know, we got, like you said, like Resident Evil, Stranger Things, any of the horror icons. I love, you want to play as Freddy, you can play as Freddy. You want to play
Yeah.
as Pinhead,
Mhm.
you can play. And for me, like, you know, like Ash Williams is like my everything.
Yeah.
Like the reason why I was like, all right, I want to learn how to play video games. What game can I start off to learn how to play games? Oh, what is the game that I can play as Ash Williams? And
Yeah.
that's kind of like how I found Dead by Daylight. But it has something to offer, and then it has events, it has different maps, it has a lot.
And that's
Even
the
though
thing
it's
too.
Yeah,
shitty.
and
Like,
each killer has a different feel to it.
Yeah.
That's what makes it stand out. That's probably why
And-
people love being a killer.
and the game can be the shittiest game ever, but if you're playing with people that you just have fun playing with, like I played DBD, I streamed it probably 4 times a week for months. But it was fun every time because I was playing with my people that I played DBD with. So it was like we would just joke and have fun. It was like pretty much doing a podcast. It was just like, oh, what about this? Blah, blah, you know? And there
Just
needs to be more
verbal
games like
diarrhea.
that. Yeah, yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
Like
Like
this,
that.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
I think we're all thinking that the next one that could possibly be like this is Killer Clowns from Outer Space, where it is a 6v3, 6v4, I think. Yeah, 6
I'm-
versus 4.
so excited.
Oh,
Like there's 2 games that I'm really excited about. Well, 3 games. Tormented Souls?
Yeah.
2.
Too.
Super stoked.
Mhm.
The Killer Clowns game, and I just played a demo called Echoes of the Living. And when
I'm so excited.
fucking tell you, I have not been this excited for a game in so many years.
the
It's-
Resident Evil looking one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
legitimately, it's a husband and wife making this game. It's a 3-hour long demo, and it is fucking beautiful. And it is old school survival horror. And like, I was like, oh, it's probably gonna suck. I loaded into the game, and just the sound quality is so good. And then the developers came in, and they were like, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh my God, are you shitting me? And like, they're hoping it comes out in the next like 5 months. But just the demo itself is 3 hours long, and there's 2 full campaigns in the demo. Fucking ridiculous. So like, if that comes out this year, I'll be good. Like-
Creams, have you played the demo for a game called Sorry We're Closed?
Not yet. I've had the game on my wish list
Oh,
for.
it's
so
a really
long.
good demo. I really
Is
like
it?
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else did I just play a demo for? Psycho Fear. It's pretty much
Oh yes.
yeah. It's just Saw. It's
Gotcha.
a co-op Saw. It's a Saw escape room.
That's awesome.
Oh,
I almost bought the Saw game on
Saw.
PS3 the other day.
Oh my
I was like,
God!
"Ooh." Yeah.
It's so hard to find. Get it?
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember that Saw game that came out for console?
Yeah,
Years
that's
and
the
years
one
and
I'm
years
telling him
That's
to
the one
play
we're
on.
talking about.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
played that. I did play that one when I was
It's
younger.
so good.
It was really hard just because I like didn't know how to play games, but like I
Yeah.
tried. I remember it was really good.
That's one of those games that like there hasn't been another one like it. And the second one was garbage, let's be honest. But the first one, like, that game's fucking scary. And it was
Shit's
really well
timed.
done. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't do things that are timed. I'm just like,
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah, because you have this exploding collar on, and if you get close to another
Mhm.
person with a collar and you're together for too long, your heads explode. so it's like you have to figure out these puzzles while somebody's getting closer to you, and I'm just like, just panicking. Awful. Yeah.
I watched Korn play Resident Evil 1 a bit yesterday for his birthday stream, and now I do think that this is the year for me.
Oh my
I
God.
think this is the year of Resident Evil 1.
If you want, I am offering. I will be in a Discord call with you.
Yes.
You can have my little doodle up on your screen. If you need help, I will just unmute my damn mic and just be like, by the way, here's your help. It'll be like, I'll be like a little GPS.
Can I have like a
No,
little
what-
like Crimmy on the screen and like when
Yeah.
I need you, I just like boop you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you
You
a
You have
little
a
Yeah.
crim
Doobin.
button.
I love that.
Blue
Crim-
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like a nut
Yeah.
button, but it just goes crims.
And it's just me going,
It's Crims when she like
Crims!
screams. She's like,
Yeah.
oh.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It just sounds like that. That's
It's a
what
cum button.
screams.
Every time you make a random noise, Allie, I think about the reindeer noise that you made.
The ring.
The one where you're like,
the,
A reindeer?
so I squirted on that
Yeah.
reindeer.
I squirted on that
Yes.
reindeer real hard.
Real hard. Dude, that fucking reindeer.
I want to
fucked me up.
add Allie's reindeer noise to that clip.
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
That was a good impression of me. Yeah. I'm like that.
You're like, "Ah!"
1,000%.
That is the noise that you made. You were like, we're walking around with these like squirt guns trying to like spray these reindeers, and they keep making these like weird noise, and you did that sound, and I was like, oh, okay. And I lost it.
I'm not good at animal impressions or animal drawings.
That's fair.
I am
We
also
know
not good
this.
at animal drawings. It's fine.
It's one of my like redemptions on my stream is for me to like draw a farm animal like really badly.
I remember the first time I saw you draw an animal. It was
That's
wild.
a cow.
How is that a cow? That's a ball sack with legs.
Why is the cow
Like,
folded over on itself?
That's the cow. I believe this one's a sheep.
That's the one I saw you make.
That looks like a coyote poop.
It's a corn husk with a face.
It's his corn hush out.
It's
Can
a
you corn-
corn.
Can you,
a
if you do like a
corn.
PNG tuber ever, can this just be you? And it can just move around like that.
It
Yes.
shakes as it like lights up.
Yes.
It shakes as a light.
Yeah, it goes like
You just shake it
as
to
it
light
like.
1,000%. Yes.
up. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't draw farm animals. I can't do it.
I can't
I don't
draw
know, I
in
just-
general, so.
I can't either.
What
Nothing,
you should
not a
do
stick
is
figure.
do some balloon animals like I did during my stream.
Your
I tell
balloon
you-
animals were sus as hell.
I'd love to do balloon. I don't know how to do balloon animals.
You said
That's
so
the best
yourself,
part.
Krim.
Me either.
You said so yourself. I'm just saying the things you said.
But let me tell you, I had to do like 9 balloon animals. That night, I was crying because my arms were so sore.
You were like, God,
Right.
it's like jerking off the Hulk.
Yeah, it's fucking hard to like
Oh my god.
just do that
yeah.
over and over and over again, you know?
Her words, not mine.
Yeah. And then, yeah. Ellie, you okay?
She was doing a green balloon animal too. That's why she was.
I was really, really good at it, though. Let's be honest.
That's my girl.
Yeah. Like,
Go,
He's like,
mom.
Go,
yeah,
mom. Go, sister, wife.
you know, it's fine. I'm okay with it.
Sure can go off the hall. Oh my god.
Yeah,
so
that
fucking
shit was.
funny.
I had to
Oh,
have my
wait.
heating pad on, and I was like,
So when you do balloon animal, it's like the one you right and it blows and you tie it at the end.
She had an air pump. That was the worst motion I could have done.
oh, I missed it.
I'm not
What
doing
was
it
it?
again.
But yeah, you have one of these, you know,
Oh, okay.
and like, I got it from Five Below, so it doesn't really work well. But like, but
That's the face.
I'm making that in
That's the
Nemo.
face.
Hey, can you spread the wealth?
but
Let's
yeah,
go
it
to
doesn't
the
really,
bathroom for a second. I'll be right back.
it doesn't work well. But I mean, it worked enough. Balloon pump.
Balloon
But yeah,
pump.
it fucking hurt. Like I felt like I was walking around like this for like 2 days. It was
Crims
brutal,
is just
but-
jacked. She's just Chad Crims.
yeah. I'm jacked up from jerking off. All right.
Reminds me of from SpongeBob. Remember Anchor Arms? When they just like look, it just blew up and just got that's Crims.
Yeah, that's how I feel, man.
I got balloon arms. Oh.
It was brutal. It was brutal.
Crims is now the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing suit.
Yeah.
Now in Weekapog.
I think I don't know why I was just thinking about like before, like an hour ago we were talking about like remakes of horror movies. Did you guys like the remake of Evil Dead, the one from 2016?
The first one?
The one with Mia, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
That Rise, yeah.
I
was
Rise was dumb. They showed all scary parts in the trailer.
2013,
Yes,
Allie.
Not
2016.
You're such a little shit.
Go to your room.
I'm a bigger fan of Evil Dead than Allie is. Haha, got him.
I'm a bigger fan than Ellie is.
I jerked off the Hulk.
Somebody clip that so I can have that as.
I'm gonna
a
go
sound
back
clip.
and clip it later. I'll send it to
Yes.
you.
Max,
Because you sounded like Goofy when you said it. I jerked off the Hulk.
That's my
You
impression
sound
of
like
you.
Goofy.
My impression of you is just Goofy.
How?
I didn't realize. I've never heard Goofy say I'll jerk off the Hulk.
Yeah. Till now.
You never know
Haven't
what
heard
you're going to
anything. Till now.
expect when you come on the podcast, and this is what.
Oh, we're coming on this podcast.
Oh, I know it's gonna be awful.
Snail trail
It's gonna
everywhere.
smell so bad.
Oh. So sorry for the way I
Don't apologize. You're
Don't
perfect.
apologize. We're both like, how dare you?
How my eyebrows? They
How
straight
dare you be
today?
perfect? Goddamn.
I covered them up
They're
a little
straight.
bit.
Straighter
No.
than me.
They're,
God.
they're cousins, not twins. That's just.
What are the horror games that are
Gothy!
coming out?
Sorry.
I was like, Gothy!
Sorry, I got
What
really
are the
excited.
horror games that are coming out this year that you know about that you're excited for besides Killer Clowns from Outer Space? There's one that I'm really looking forward to called Still Wakes the Deep, where you're kind of like on this ship rig thing. It breaks down. You have to get you and your crew, or just you. You could play it a couple different ways. You have to survive, and there's a creature somewhere down below.
There's
so I'm looking
always a
forward to
creature
that.
below.
God damn it.
What? Don't goddamn it me. Hold on. I'm looking at my wish.
I too am looking at my
Because-
wish list.
There's a bunch of games. Pony Island 2, I'm very excited about. Pony Island was one of the weirdest games I've ever played. It was like an 8-bit horror puzzle game. And you think it's gonna be all cute and cuddly in Pony Island. And it's one of the most ratchet games I've played in a long time. There's a game called Autopsy Simulator that's was
Yes.
supposed to come out. It got delayed. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's going to come out. The Hauntings looks really good. And then where is it? Where is it? Coming soon. Oh, the store's closed. Looked fun. I'll have to do the demo for that. I put a bunch of them on here for Ghoul Friends because we were like, fuck, there's never anything for us to play. And then all of a sudden they had a bunch of co-op. We were like, oh my God. What?
There is a really cool looking game coming out later this year called Zoocosis, and it's where you are
Yes!
a
Yes.
zookeeper,
Yeah.
and there's this like mutation that goes throughout the zoo, and you gotta like cure it. It's really
Mhm.
good.
That's
I
Cool.
don't
it's
I don't
up
like
on
when animals are in
Steam.
pain and you know they're gonna make animals in pain noises. So I'm
Mm,
that one.
Krim, there's a game that I've been looking at recently called Heartworm, which is very similar to the game you were just talking about, the Resident Evil game, Echoes of the Living. It's very it's very similar to that. It's really good. I played the demo to that.
The Cecil, that looks good.
Cecil looks good.
Yeah.
And
Cecil was
Unfollow, because the
Unfollow,
evil lady
yeah.
in Unfollow, like I want her to like step on me.
Yeah.
I don't understand why she's so attractive, but she is. Oh, Silent Hill 2, obviously. Silent Hill 2
Silent
was my
Hill
favorite
2,
Silent
Is it
yeah.
Hill.
this year?
Yeah, comes out
Nice.
Probably.
soon. Oh, Hellblade 2. That comes out May, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
That is gonna be fucking beautiful. Ooh, that game came out. The Demon Within Me.
From Day to Day
Max,
is
we
coming
also
out
have
this
a
year.
request from Gothy
What's up?
for a
Oh,
podcast hug.
sweet.
What's a
Do you guys
podcast hug?
do you guys have plushies near you?
Hold, please.
So a podcast hug is very similar to my normal like croc hug redeem, where I just hug Charlie, except me and Allie both do it.
There you go. Perfect.
One speed. If you want, you can just be like us. You can
Hug
hug
yourself.
us.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And
Oh, very sweet.
This one's
just
for
a
you,
wholesome
pals.
moment.
A
Wholesome
I love my
moment.
Brucey.
wholesome
He's so
moment in a
upset.
fucking weird
Aw.
podcast.
Go on,
episode.
buddy.
I love this episode.
There you go.
This episode's great. I'm having the best time,
Mhm.
especially right
You're
there.
great.
That one's great.
Yeah,
Bless
it was
you.
great for me too.
Max, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm taking over.
That's fine.
Do
It's your
you-
podcast.
Do you want
It's fine.
Do you want to ask? Do you want to ask?
I'm here. I'm genuinely fine. Just here listening.
I'm talking too much.
You don't talk too
mean,
much. You
oh,
don't
okay.
talk enough.
You never
Allie,
talk too
alright?
much.
Oh shit! No one's ever said
There's
that to
also
me.
one that me and Allie are going to play. It's called Ocean Gap.
Yeah.
And it's
Yes.
co-op, and it's just gonna be me and her. Can we dress up in shark onesies?
I would have it no other way.
Yeah. So we'll dress
Obviously.
up like Left Shark, and
Yes.
yeah, it's a dive into a co-op underwater game. Find and destroy energy cube to stop the secret organization's experiments. Don't get lost in the dark and deep waters. Don't get caught, but breathe. But like,
But breathe.
The trailer looks terrifying.
we both hate water and
Mhm.
sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Especially
this is-
curtain sharks.
This is gonna. Oh, curtain sharks the scariest. You.
Yeah.
I mean, you wake up in the morning, you just want a little bit of natural light, and what do you get? Fucking shark.
Gotcha.
the only thing worse than a curtain shark is a beef curtain shark. All right.
Oh no, the beef curtain shark.
It's-
We were
it's-
fucking dying.
Oh my
I don't
God.
even want to know what that is, but
The
all right.
fact that it was the shark delivering a pizza
Mm-hmm.
is one of the best scenes in a horror movie I've ever seen. And
And
I
then
called
it goes
it.
from like the side. You did call it. You
Mhm.
called the ending like halfway through the movie.
Yeah,
You
and I
were
also
so
called
good. Mm-hmm.
the one where they released the sharks into the lake, Shark Lake. And the guy was like the bad guy. And then
That was so good. Oh, that wasn't Shark Lake. That was what do they call it on Shark, not Shark Zone. They what do they call it, like TBS or whatever, the nature channel? When they have the Shark Week. It's called Shark Week.
oh yeah. And the guy was like, I'm
Shark
sick
Week.
of hunting. Or like, I'm sick of running or whatever. And I
Yeah.
like said it and then he said it. And I was like, predictable. Yeah.
You were two for two, and then we watched the third movie, the Humpty Dumpty, after that one.
Oh
after
man, that was the
and that
worst
was
movie I've ever
that
seen.
was unpredictable.
One Speed was so upset that we forced him to watch that.
Oh,
And
it
we
was a
have to
great
watch the
time.
second one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And you have to watch it with us, One Speed.
Oh yeah. We'll have to do it in Discord. Oh, we'll do
Yeah.
it.
I watched
it
the
in
first one
Discord.
too. I was not expecting that movie. That movie was I don't
Speaking
know.
of not expecting movies, we had the pleasure of taking Maxie's Twilight Cherry last weekend.
What? You never seen Twilight?
I saw the first movie and then that's it.
We watched all of them within 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was one of the greatest experiences of my life because
about it.
I wish I wish you
I fucking cry.
I
every
wish
time.
you could have heard me because I was laughing my ass off so many times during that movie. It's like it reminded me a lot of when Allie showed me Evil Dead 2 for the first time. I laughed so hard through that movie.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Twilight is one of my
Wait,
new favorite movie
Wait,
series.
which movie made you laugh the most?
Oh
Which
God.
Twilight movie?
Yeah.
2 or 3 probably.
I
Oh
like Eclipse.
no, it's the one with the baby. When the baby is
yeah.
born, I sent
Renesmee.
Crims the I put in chat. I put the original, the like baby doll, the creepy one
Yeah.
in chat, and
Yeah.
I was just like, God, I would love to see the movie with that doll instead
Oh yeah,
of the fucking
1000%.
CGI baby or whatever.
Oh yeah, it was awful. It's so
No.
bad, but it's so good.
Or like,
Max, you know that I used to have a Twilight tattoo.
I think you did tell me that.
I did tell you that, and I had it
Yeah.
covered up.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my Twilight tattoo soon. We unlocked it during my Crimathon.
What are you getting?
I'm getting a diamond, and then it's going to say, "This is the skin of a killer" in Twilight font.
Are you sure you want to get that? You're gonna look. You're always gonna think about this is the. What did you say? The skin of a skin. What did you say, Max?
This is the skin of a
Skin of a
pleasurer.
pleasurer.
Oh, pleasure.
Skin of a-
Skin of a skin. I love
That's
that.
what
I
it
used
needs
have,
to be.
It
I had
should.
the apple, and then from the second book, I had La Tua Cantante, like what that fucking lead vampire says to Edward about Bella. I'm like, I just went through a breakup, and I got this, and then years
Another-
later, I'm like, no, thank you.
Another scene that made me laugh really hard was when Bella comes out of the house and like yells at Jacob, and she's like, "You imprinted on my child."
Yeah. You nicknamed my daughter after the
funny.
Loch Ness monster. Like just fucking. It's so good. It's one of the best bad movie series I have ever.
Oh, the
had the
first
pleasure of
movie
watching.
and the last movie are the best ones. Everything
Oh,
in
yeah.
between I can leave out, but you know.
And there's the best part about it is Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson were together,
Mhm.
and then she cheated on him right before the movie where they had to film getting
Did
married.
Jacob imprint on her? Is that what happened?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he
That's
imprinted
probably what
real
happened.
hard.
That's why. Yeah.
God damn it.
So she filmed Snow White and boned the director.
Yes.
Yeah. So they had to film the rest of the Twilight movies being in love and married, getting married, childbirth, everything, while they hated each other.
Mm.
Like
Really?
great acting. Yeah. Great
that
acting.
happens during the Twilight series?
Yeah.
It didn't happen after? Really?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that's and Kristen
That's
Stewart,
why the
what are you
acting's
doing?
so good.
Yeah.
That's why the stop kissing everyone. Well, now she's kissing ladies, right?
Oh yeah. She said that she would sign on to do another Twilight movie if she could be bisexual. So we
Hey,
might,
I'm in.
yeah, her and Alice.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
Hey,
I
or what's the other
I
one?
love when you do this. It's my favorite.
you love when I scissor?
I mean, same. I get it. I
I'm
do
your
get
mo-
it. It's great to watch. You're not meant to be laughing at your
Max-
mother scissoring.
Max is laughing off stream. Like
I'm just
he's
gonna go ahead
left.
and
Yeah, just add another tick. I
Yep.
think Max might have died. I think this is the, I
He,
think this is
he's
the
now
end
on
of
the
his
floor.
life.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely the end
Max,
of his
I
life.
brought you into this world. Come
I'll
back.
take you out of it. there's a
Mm-hmm.
wrestling staple, a tag team called the Acclaimed, and their whole thing is like scissoring. And at the end, they go like, "There's a older guy named like Daddy Ass. They're like, scissor me, Daddy Ass," and they all do this. They're like, "Ah," with their hands, not with their.
Oh.
not
Oh, I was
actually.
gonna say,
With
Are
the
you okay?
genitals.
are you okay?
Me, I had to go refill my water.
You just kind of
Oh.
left.
I thought
You're
you
just
just
like,
like
"All right,
collapsed
later."
onto the ground.
Because I had to take a moment to like compose myself. Because I wasn't expecting you to be like, "You enjoy when we scissor?"
Yeah.
No,
I'm
I just
sorry.
enjoy when you do this and make the fucking face.
Such a good face.
Oh yeah. Like just breathe.
It's like a Have you ever tried to like do an impression of Oddish, the Pokemon? And it's never.
Yeah, it's just really sexual.
It's just yeah. It just what the fuck? When Probably Nervous and I drink a little too much, we just are on the couch and we're going like, Oddish.
Watching you two do the stream where you were outside just drunk. Did you? I'm pretty sure you farted.
Yes, I did. I did fart. Fart.
It was amazing.
We were eating so many snacks.
Yeah.
And
then
like,
you
it
were
was just
beating each
gassy.
other up with tortillas.
Yeah, tortilla violence. That it hurts so bad.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny to hit each other with tortillas.
I do
with
that.
water
I
in
do
your
that
mouth.
with my penis on her face.
What was your penis?
He does. He
Yeah,
does.
Yeah. Hoocha.
Yeah.
Do you put water in your mouth beforehand?
Just little.
How
Yeah,
long
yeah,
it takes
exactly.
you to spit up?
Oh, I don't spit. All right. Mama didn't raise a quitter.
I was gonna
right?
say, Mama didn't raise no quitter.
Son, how do you know that?
Cause I'm not a quitter. The fuck?
during
Because
that
I was raised
stream,
right.
I was trying to be a lady, but I let everyone know that I have to fart, but I'm not going to. And then all the chat was just like, please fart. And I'm like, all right. And I made the cutest sounding fart that I've ever made. I'll never make that again. Usually mine are questions. They're always
I
like,
know.
"Correct?"
Ball.
I know.
Oh yeah, I have farted.
You
a lot
farted in my
now.
bed. It was cute. It was like,
And that's
So
how I
the
was
curvy
made,
out
ladies and
curvy
gentlemen.
like just.
It's a fucking duck call. Oh
Yeah.
my
It
god.
was great. Super cute.
Yeah. Raven clipped it. The clip is somewhere floating around the universe. My ass.
I hope if I give you a
Yeah.
shout out, it just plays you farting on my stream.
It's just like
But-
3 hours of Crims shouting Ali out one after
Yeah.
another till she finds the clip.
Yeah. Just
I
like
hate
It's
there's
like
a
you trying to get the
there's a clip
sassy
of
clip. where she
there's
falls
a clip
off
of
the chair.
Sassy. She flips her chair over and she's stuck. So she has to yell for Riot to come help because she couldn't get up, and it's one of my favorite clips.
Poor
Do
Sassy
you guys
deserves
have
better.
like an all-time favorite clip of yourself? Like you keep this clip like handy just in case you want to show anyone.
Oh,
I
mine
hate all
came
of my
from
clips.
the night that we played Labyrinthine with Crims, where I was just like, thank you for the, and then Marionette came down and scared the shit out of me. I was
Yes.
like, thank you for the huh. And then Eris going, thank you for the huh. I want to
Any of the
make the
clips where-
Twilight song, but with just me doing.
Or the Jurassic
Um,
Park theme.
Yeah. Any of the clips where One Speed scares me when he sneaks
Yeah.
up behind me, and then
Yeah,
the
they're
ones
great.
from the Drunk Magic Show with my sister are
It was
so
good.
fucking funny.
So
Yeah.
funny.
It's
Oh, I
those are
love
always
that.
the ones that get played. Like if I randomly raid into somebody, I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you," and then they're like, "Let me give you a shout out," and then it's my sister singing "Don't Scissor Me, I'm Your Sister," like just
Yeah.
it's like
It's always
"Hello,
like, yeah,
nice
someone
to
you're trying to
be
make a good
here."
impression.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I only
What
make
about
one
you,
impression.
Winspeed?
It's bad.
You got a favorite clip?
The one where I'm playing, what is it called? I'm the one with the doll, the one where
Oh my
you
god, from the
flick the light
darkness.
on. From the darkness, yeah. I flick the light on and then the doll's there. And I scream like Homer Simpson. That's pretty good. There's one where playing from the darkness where I'm asking Chiba how his day was and then something scares me. I
Yeah.
scream again. And then I was playing another indie horror game and then Rez put it on TTS because I was asking him how
It
do I
was
do this
Within
game because I got
Scary.
stuck. Yeah,
Within Scary.
and he basically told me just play the game,
Yeah.
but it was so like really witty and a really good timing as well,
Yeah.
and that's quite a funny clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then any clip with me and Creamy in like when we were
The
playing Dying
Mario,
Light 2.
the Mario Kart one.
Mario Kart one was
Mario
funny.
Kart one's
When we were playing
good.
Dying Light 2, and you were talking about a dragon, and I'm like, dragon, these nuts in your
Yeah.
face.
Or when I kept
any
falling,
These
so
Nuts one.
you played the music because I couldn't make the fucking jump, so it's just me constantly
Yeah.
running around in circles trying to climb. Yeah,
Yeah,
great
that
time.
was pretty
like,
good.
I like the one of one speed going like, I am the British man.
Hello from British man.
I love one for this man.
British man here. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
favorite is the fucking ones from Sons of the Forest with the goddamn shark.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
was-
god.
That was because it was
yes.
true fear. I just have it in my notes, so it's always there with me, and that from Katie's
No.
perspective too. That was the scariest moment of any game that I've ever had, and the build up too, because I was playing with Katie and our friend Terry. Both of those motherfuckers who were like, "You have to swim to the boat to get the pistol. There's
Yeah.
no other way, Allison." Bullshit, because that fucking Virginia took my fucking pistol like 10 minutes later and never gave it back.
You can just go back
Um,
and get another pistol from the.
I will
from the
never
boat.
enter that water again. They both swim, right? They both swim. They're fine. They're fine.
That's how
They're
it goes.
That's how it goes. You're like, they're good, Allison. You're good. I'm just like, no. And they're like, you have to. So
And then
I-
it
I'm like,
bites
just
your
look after
fucking
me.
ass.
It bit me in the ass. Like I saw it, and then I'm like, what? And it was in front of me, and then I was like, oh. And then all of a sudden it was like munch, and I'm like,
And it's a big fucking shark. When you get into the little boat thing, it jumps out of the water.
yeah.
It's fucking huge. Me and you need to play Stranded Deep.
I'll play. I'm in.
So with that, you crash on a plane and you end up on a little island, and it's a survival game,
Oh.
and it's a tiny little
Yes.
island. But in order to progress with the story, you have to take a tiny little raft and go over shark infested to the other islands, and the sharks come up and bump your boat and try to get you out.
Oh
And
no,
It's not cartoony at all. It is actually decent graphics. It is horrifying.
that.
Horrifying.
I peed a tiny bit when you said that.
Because they
Bumped my
just
boat.
released co-op for it.
Stranded Deep.
Yeah, it's on
Fuck.
your wish
Kinda
list.
deep, yeah.
I'm into it. Yeah. I'll play the shit out of that. Anything that makes me scared. I just want to be scared all the time.
Yeah. And I
And
think like
it
if
scares
we're
me like
scared
sharks.
together, like that'll be even better. You know what I mean?
That's top-notch entertainment right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just me and you be like, oh, just
That was like-
awful.
That was like when Allie, me, and Kim played Outlast Trials for the first time together. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
what
think
a good
about that
game.
day
Or what
a
all
good
the
game.
time.
Chaotic. That was
That's
such a good
Sassy's
game.
favorite game, right? Outlast Trials?
Yes
not,
and
like,
no.
favorite
She
game,
really
but,
likes the Stanley Parable.
Oh, Stanley Parable's
That's-
such a good game.
That's one of her
Oh,
favorites.
I still need to play that.
Oh, it's so good. The deluxe edition
Oh.
was so much better.
Well, this is in my head because I know that One Speed's played this demo. Probably you have Crims. I really liked the demo was so short, but the tease demo of They Are Here, that alien one. Remember
I
that?
didn't play it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
had
liked
that
it. It was
scare
really
at the
short,
end.
but it had good potential, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they do something with that because I really like that little. Well, it's like a little.
Didn't
10
the game
minute,
come
like,
out? What
thing.
was that alien game that came
No.
out last year?
You're thinking of another one, but that was shit, apparently.
Yeah, there's one called
Grey
They Are
something
Here,
Grey
it's a little
Hill
demo.
Accident.
Gray Hill Act, yes.
Mm.
There's one Caribbean, it's a demo, and it's called They Are Here. I believe that's
Yeah.
what it's called. And it was looking really cool. It had like a good jump scare at the end. I'm like, oh, this looks beautiful. I'm excited for like a
Mhm.
good alien type movie. I mean, a game. I haven't played one. Like, there's also like Alien Isolation, but I don't mean like Alien.
I couldn't do
movie
Alien
guy.
Isolation. It was too slow.
Too slow.
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah,
get
it
into
does
it.
take a while to speed up, yeah.
I have no attention span.
Same. That's why I play indie demos because I can finish them really quick and then feel satisfied.
Mhm.
Allie, you played a demo a while ago. It was called like The Spider Queen.
Spider Queen Cave. I
Yeah.
played the
Ew.
full game.
You played the full game?
Mhm.
Sounds like a really bad
It's-
glory hole.
God damn it. I don't know.
What?
It looks pretty good on the Steam page. But did you enjoy it?
It was very entertaining.
Oh god.
Got it.
It was very entertaining, and then
Hold on,
at
I'm gonna
one
look it up right now.
point, at
What is it
one
called?
point, Fighter Queen Cave. Someone gifted it to me because they wanted to see me play it, and I played it. It was
Hitties.
yeah. There's titties. There's also this part where she like
Best game.
stomps
10 out of 10.
stomps on you, like steps on you with her heels, like through the fucking ceiling, and everyone in my chat was like, "Where's Corn?
Yes.
Corn
Yes.
needs to play this game." It was very entertaining. Did I like it when I go back and play?
Why am I watching somebody in a bathtub?
Yeah.
Why are you watching someone in a bathtub?
It's the bit. What? Oh, she is attractive. Why is she so attractive?
Crim's is like, I need to play this. Write me out.
She's like, peace. Like, I'm gonna go now.
It's short too. It's pretty short.
Comes with 3 games. It says.
It's 3 games. Oh, I only did 1.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Spider. Yeah, it's a little bit bub. It's a little risque. There's some parts where I had to look up like the mechanics and shit, like how to do it, but it was definitely entertaining.
We were trying to find a game for me to play when I'm dressed like Charlie Swan next week. So it's me, One Speed, and Max in a Discord call, going through Steam. The amount of smut I had to scroll through just to try to find any game was ridiculous.
So much.
All
smut.
the vampire
was-
games on Steam were smut. It was gross.
Yeah, I was like, this looks promising, and it's like, live out your sexual fantasies. I'm like, nope, they're not. What the fuck? So he ended up gifting me a game called Hunkenstein.
It was 79 cents, and it
Yeah,
looked amazing.
Pumpkinstein.
You should
That's
play it. You
awesome.
should play it a little bit off stream, just in case it is like not stream appropriate. Play like the first like 10, 15 minutes.
I mean, I watched the trailer for it. It literally just looks like a shoot 'em up
Okay.
thing. I mean,
Alright.
nothing is going to be as inappropriate as Outlast 2
True. And you're still
or
here.
Outlast Trials,
so-
where the gooseberry is fucking a nun with a drill.
Yeah.
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 That's
So,
that
I
is
think I'm fine.
something. I think I'm fine. Mount Your Friends. Always a good.
Oh,
always a
that
good time.
game.
I love Mount Your Friends.
Yeah,
that
you
game
do.
Is so fun. It's just so the slap. The slap is so funny. Literally, that's like the best part of the game is
Yeah.
the slap. And Mount Your Friends, the second one that came out, that's like 3D and like the men are like a lot bulkier and stuff. They took out the slap noise, so
Oh.
it's I won't play it. I was like, this is the whole thing about the first one. It was just made it funny.
I've never
They
played it.
struggle. Oh my god!
I too
So
have
you
never
have-
played it,
So you have like
but I know what you're talking about.
these I don't even know. They're not pixels. There's like a little. It's like above a pixel kind of Papa Combo looking thing, and you have these guys and they have their banana hammocks on, and their peepees are swinging, and then what happens is you have to keep climbing, and then it's like it's my turn, it's your turn. We have to keep climbing each other, but we have a time limit. But as we're climbing, it's making like dick slap noises. And they're like going like, oh, because it's hard to climb. And it's so funny. It's like the perfect multiplayer game. You
Hell
can do
yeah.
it on a controller too.
Oh my god, amazing. Yes.
Oh,
1000%.
it's so fucking good. So do you that new like don't like was it Count to 6 game? That's Emika, right?
Yeah.
What's everyone's favorite Emika game?
Find Yourself.
Yeah, Find Yourself. Find Yourself was a fever dream.
Find Yourself is
I really
good.
enjoyed the From Day to Day demo though.
I didn't play the demo for that.
That was
Like-
right.
That's another Emika
Yeah.
game that's coming out this year, I believe.
I like the sister company of Emika. The one that
Thin Line?
made You Must.
Thin Line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just gifted that to somebody.
I need to
Must
play
piss
You
me
Must
off.
at some time.
Oh, it was Sassy. I gifted that to Sassy.
Nice.
You
She'll
like
scream
You
out.
Must with all that chasing?
I played it when I had COVID the first time, so I had a super high fever. So like I was kind of delirious anyway. But anytime you walk through a door, something would jump scare you. I have not screamed that hard in a game in a very long time. Like that's one of those games that just fucked me up. And there's a creepy crawly that just goes across the floor really quick. I don't like when they skitter.
I don't like creepy crawlies either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I do not like it. One Speed, what's your favorite Amiga game?
Probably Summer of '58. As cliche as it is, it was the first one.
Same.
Find Yourself was pretty good as well, but Summer of '58 it would be between those two.
Father's Day
Even
was a
though it
big
was-
Yeah, I was-
disappointment to me.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, continue.
It was
I
bad.
didn't mind it so much. It was at one point when you guys found out the story, like with the clown. I'm like, that's boring.
Yeah.
Well,
Hmm.
they
I didn't
did
mind the gameplay.
they did what kind of Lost Alone did. They just used the same game
Mhm.
and just put it in a different part. It was really annoying.
Yeah.
What is that?
Lost Alone was so good. Summer of '58 was probably my favorite Amiga game, but I also really enjoyed, even though it was short, I really enjoyed September 7th.
I need
I
to
thought
play
that
that one
was
too.
fun.
Oh, I heard good things
It was
about
just a
that.
little too
Yeah,
expensive
Grimmy,
for a 45-minute game.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's 2 jump scares that got me. You grab like the bolt cutters and the thing jumps out of the closet, and then when you have to crawl through the hole, and I don't like when shit like runs at you.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so there's like 2 of them that I just almost died.
There's a jump scare in Happy's Humble Burger Farm where you're in the boss's office and you go down into the like vents to like see underneath the company, and there's the crawly dude. That dude scares me every time.
I fucking love that game.
so
The Twitch
good.
integration for that is really fun.
There's Twitch integration for it?
Yeah, you have to put it onto there's a different setting in the settings of the game, and then people can type in like drop, so you drop the item, you'll jump, they can say things through the loudspeaker using TTS.
Huh. That's pretty
It's
cool.
really fun, and it's it was
So
hilarious.
I never used the integrations for anything, and I had it fully set up to use it for Detroit Become Human, and then the game just wouldn't cooperate with it, and it was really disappointing. I remember when I first started to watch One Speed stream, I remember you were playing a game, One Speed, where it wasn't Twitch integration. It was something, maybe it was, but I feel like you were given this game by the developer, and it was like almost like a zombie shooting game.
Death
And
Damnation.
okay, what was that, an integration, or what was that?
Yeah, it was. I honestly can't remember too much about it other than it was a zombie shooter, kind of like, yeah. The people in chat, whenever people in chat were chatting away, it would spawn a zombie, and I think if you got any raids or follows, that would spawn special zombies and stuff.
Mm.
People
That's
could give
cool.
you
Mhm.
like ammo and guns and help you. I think there was a Twitch extension, which is what people used to do some stuff as well. But I remember having issues with it because didn't have it installed properly. I had it on like a hard drive, but it was a cool concept. If you wanted a like Twitch integration game, which was a shooter with zombies, that was a very clever way of doing it. Kind of like 7 Days to Die integration, but
Yeah.
not with the crafting side of things. Just a shooter with a basic story.
That's why I'm liking crowd control.
Mm.
Holy
Crowd
shit.
control's
Crowd
very
control
good.
is
Crowd control's
super fun.
cool.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
you can set it up where I have it where people can get coins using channel points. And a lot of the people that are
Mhm.
there all the time have thousands of channel points. So you also get some for being a subscriber, I think. And you can just use that to just fuck with the game. So right now I'm going through
Yeah,
Resident Evil
or you
2
can-
remake.
Yeah,
And
you can buy bits to get coins
Yeah.
as well.
and they're not that expensive, I don't think. I think you spent 250 bits or something like that. And
Mhm.
But yeah, it's super fun and it runs really smooth. I was scared it was going to be kind of shitty. But you can do Resident Evil 2 remake. I'm going to do and 7. 7's terrifying. And then you can do games like Lethal Company is on it where they can spawn in the spiders and shit. It's a lot of fun and it makes it not be boring. That's what I was scared about because I was
That's
like,
a
oh,
game
I'll play
changer.
Resident Evil because why not? And then I decided to try it with crowd control and it's really fun.
What do
Hmm.
you guys think the next Resident Evil game is going to be like or be about? Any
I think it's going to
inside
be
intel?
Revelations 3 with Rebecca Chambers.
What does that mean? What does that mean for someone who has not played Resident Evil 3? So, okay, let me re-ask this question. So, we left off on Resident Evil 8 DLC with Rose, and she, R.I.P. Dad. There's a
Yeah.
guy at the limo being like, I got a shot. Should I take it? No, something's happening there. Is that going to correlate to the next game?
I think what they'll do is eventually they'll bring her in. I don't think that much time has passed because when you play through Village, like I played through the first time, took me 22 hours in 2 days. So I went through, I read everything on the little bottles of the baby. That's weird to say. The parts of it.
The parts. I'm like, this baby's dead. What are we looking for?
Yeah.
The whole time I was
They're
playing,
already
I'm like,
dead.
its arms here and its head is here. It's
Yeah.
not alive.
Yeah. Well, it says you have to give it something because it has like extra growth. Like she grows fast.
Mhm.
So I don't think that
Relatable.
that much time has gone past in the game between the end nice between the end of 8 and the DLC. I don't think it's been that much time. But the DLC was shit. It was part of it was scary. But I do think
the first
that
half I hated.
yeah. I think eventually they'll bring her back in a way, kind of like they did with Sherry Birkin in 6 and like stuff like that. They bring characters back all the time. But they got data mined a couple years twice, and both times they found Revelations 3, which Revelations 1 was awful. You're on a boat. There's this bitch who has a wetsuit with
Ada.
one leg is out of the wetsuit, and then she has like a hood up, like a chunk of
Jessica?
hair. It makes no fucking sense. I hate it. Her name's Jessica, and
Jessica,
she's
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, I don't
The
like her.
second one is like Last of Us, the way that it plays. It's you and another person, you're walking around. In this one, it is Claire Redfield and Moira, who is his daughter. And then you play a part, and then it fast forwards 2 months, and you go through the same part as Barry and this little girl. So you're seeing the same portions of this world 2 months or 3 months after the fact. And it's really interesting. And the story is so fucking good. So I think they're going to bring in Revelations 3 with Rebecca Chambers because they released Rebecca Chambers randomly in Dead by Daylight. Nobody cares about Rebecca Chambers. Nobody cares about her. Why do that if you're not setting her to be known as a character? It just makes no sense. So I think they're going to do Code Veronica remake, which we all know.
Is your fave?
Bitch, it's my favorite. And then
All I remember is you being like, if you don't get this enough ammo, if you don't get this, then you won't be able to do
like
the ending.
it might be my favorite, you know?
Just
it
a
might.
little bit.
Just a little bit. This isn't even all of them. But but if you don't get the fire extinguisher, if you leave it on the first island, you're dead. You're not beating the game. But I think it's going to be Code Veronica remake, Resident Evil 9, which will probably, I think, is going to be the death of Chris Redfield.
Oh,
It makes
love
sense.
Chris.
He's
my favorite.
But I think they're going to bring back Jill, and I think Jill is gonna. I think it's going to be almost like a Black Widow situation with Hawkeye. I think it's going to be one of those, and I think he's going to save her. That's what I would like to see, a hero's ending. But I think I think that's gonna. They said that there's 9 games in production or something like that.
Jesus.
What? Right now?
Yeah, it's like 6 or 9. Yeah. So I'm wondering.
Wow.
Can they just focus on one and make it good?
I
One at a
mean,
time?
If they, here's my thing. I hate Resident Evil 4, right? I hate it. It's the worst. It's the worst one for me. They made the 4 remake so pretty, but they still cut out a lot of the stuff that I actually enjoyed from Resident Evil 4. But if they did the Code Veronica remake like they did the Resident Evil 2 remake, I'm all for it.
The Resident Evil 2 remake was good.
It was gorgeous. I also
it.
think that they're going to re-release or port over the original trilogy, which would sell and everybody wants it, and like that would reignite the love for the series. It would be a really good marketing idea to re-release the core 3 because they already have them. They're already finished. All they have to do is port them, and then that'll give them another year to work the other games. So I'm hoping that's it, because that would be fucking phenomenal.
So I'm super curious because, and I am a Resident Evil beginner at best. I did not play any OGs, right? I played the 2 remake and the 4 remake, 7, 8, 6 with Corn. I loved the 4th one. What I really liked about it is because we were talking about that kind of like attention span, wanting that instant gratification. What 4 gave me was chapters. And I felt like I beat a chapter and then it was like, you're done with this chapter. And it gave me that satisfaction. And I have to say that really upped it for me with Resident Evil 4. I want to know for you, because I'm watching Resident Evil 1 being played yesterday with Corn, and I'm like, is this a good game? I don't know. Is it just nostalgia that everyone loves this? What is it about Resident Evil 1 that you absolutely love and what do you hate about Resident Evil 4 that changed you?
So Resident Evil 1, there's 3 different storylines going on at the same time. There's what is going on in the mansion. Obviously, there's what's going on with Resident Evil, with Umbrella Company, and then there's also the storyline of the person who built the mansion. So you're finding all these things, and if you read it, what happened to the person who made the mansion is fucking heartbreaking. So to go through and read all of the things, that's why I don't like the newer ones. You pick up these things and it's just like, oh, the combination is this. It's not like giving another story to go through. But there's also like, what's her name? Lisa is in it. She's somebody. She was somebody who was fucked with pretty much by Umbrella. So it's just, there's a lot of really sad elements to it that a lot of people overlook. 'Cause they're just like, oh yeah, because there's zombies. It's like, no, if you pay attention, it's really fucked up. They really laid it out in a way where I went through, I think 12 Resident Evil games or 11 Resident Evil or 8 right before 8 came out. So I did them in 2 months. So I streamed probably 6 days a week trying to get all these done. And you really start to see the storyline kind of going through and leading up to 8. And I mean, that's like 25 years that they have laid this shit out. And there's even in the Resident Evil 1 remaster, there's a stained glass window, and on one side it's a beautiful blonde woman, and on the other side, if you it says it's a witch. And like in Resident Evil 8, the witch is this blonde-haired beautiful woman that was the start of Umbrella. So like it's fucking crazy that they added that in, and then that many years later they brought it to life in 8. It's ridiculous. Hi, sorry, this is my autism talking. I'm really into Resident Evil. Resident Evil is my trains. That's just
no, it's great because you're the reason why I started playing Resident Evil. So
yeah,
samesies. And I remember the disappointment on your face when I said I was starting with 7. You were like, I was like, I'm playing Resident Evil. You're like, oh, and I'm like, I'm starting with 7. You're just like, like
yeah.
Move over.
if they would have just kept it like creepy ass family in a weird place in Louisiana, fuck yeah, would have been great. Would have been great.
So what do you hate about Resident Evil 4?
Resident Evil 4 was the start of just action with like a little sprinkle of horror. It's not I like the original ones because there's not a lot of enemies, but the enemies that there are fuck you up. Like halfway through Resident Evil 1, the hunters come in and they're these big frogs, and if you fuck it up, they cut your head off. Immediately. They're one hit kills. So, and they just pop through a window. Like they scare the shit out of you. But with 4, it's okay, you load in. Oh, you gotta get over there. Oh no, there's weird, like, village people, you know? Not like village people, but like, you know.
Were you just doing YMCA?
Yeah, the village people.
Is that what they do, the YMCA? I love that.
That's the band that made that song.
Yeah, the village people.
Oh.
Right.
God damn it.
I'm just like, I don't
damn
know
it.
what version I played, but I didn't get that.
Yeah,
Get the fucking dancing.
But it was the end of survival horror. That's why I really like Tormented Souls so much, because they really brought it back to what that is. And it same with Echoes of the Living. It is old school Resident Evil, and I'm so excited.
I highly
I
suggest
literally,
you
like-
play the Heartworm demo.
I just don't like the
Listen, I didn't
like
come up with the title.
name.
The game is good.
the title is a little much.
The
for
title
me.
is a little much, but the game is
One
good.
Speed, were you both disappointed?
Oh,
playing
I'm so
the-
sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a stink bug. Oh, it was on my mouse, and I touched my mouse. I'm so-
Well, that's it for the podcast, guys. We'll be seeing you later. I'm just kidding.
Have a great
kidding.
day. Like and subscribe.
Follow us on the Spotify.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I need a technical difficulties screen like Sumi has.
Like, that's so fucking disgusting.
Fucking
Or like-
stink bugs, man.
Or like when One Speed has the is it the Seinfeld ending that you have?
Bum, bum, bum,
No,
bee,
Yeah,
diddly,
that one.
diddly, diddly.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's what it is.
Were you both disappointed by the demo for Resident Evil Village? Did that like kind of set you up for like, this is gonna fucking suck, this game? I didn't play the demo. I just went in and played the game after 7.
I don't think I played the demo.
No, okay,
I don't think I did.
I did.
you did.
I
How
did,
did you feel,
yeah.
Crimmy, when you played it?
I
It's-
hated it.
It's one of those things that like it's so outside of the spectrum of Resident Evil for me that I'm just used to it at this point. It's like, okay, there's like this weird ass village, but like, oh, there's an umbrella logo. Like, just
Right.
okay.
That's
but
what makes it Resident Evil. It's just there's a random umbrella just hanging on that tree
yeah,
over there.
and it's like, all right, I guess. I mean, I love Village. I love that it's a big open area that you can just explore.
Mhm.
There's collectibles. There's lots to do.
Mhm.
I do enjoy that aspect of it, but it's not as cheesy as 4. And that's what I mean, but hashtag daddy issues, because that game made me cry.
Oh, Resident Evil 8 made me cry so hard. So even though like people like hate and stuff, I every time when people say like they really don't like it, I'm like, you don't got daddy issues. Or
Yeah.
like but because I the ending I cried. I also cried during the DLC, like at
Oh,
the
yeah,
end
yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah.
Like I thought the DLC was hysterical. Which is like, what's your name? It's like Michael. I'm just like, my nose, that's fucking moldy Ethan. Like I don't like Michael. Who are you trying to fucking kid? But Resident Evil 8, because of daddy issues, made me cry. Do you think that the makers of Resident Evil are still catering to an audience such as yourself, a purist, or they're just kind of making money and doing their thing now?
I think they're trying to make it more for the new players. I think
Mhm.
that's why they're keeping with the instant gratification, the more running around and just like werewolves and like all this random shit to catch your attention for people that were brought up on Fortnite and Call of Duty. It's more of like a run and gun than anything else anymore,
Mhm.
which is it's fine. Like that's totally fine. I get it, but I wish more people. That's why I wish they would re-release the original trilogy so that
Mhm.
people could see where it started.
How
Totally.
did
I
you
hear the
feel?
third one is so bad.
How did you
The
feel
third
when?
remake was weird.
Yeah, it is weird. How did you feel when
The
Resident
third
Evil
one just
became
cut
first
so
person?
much, didn't it?
Oh yeah, they cut out a lot. What was that?
How did you feel when Resident Evil became first person?
I didn't mind it.
Mm.
I mean, it needed to happen.
Sure.
I
There's a
missed
certain
the
element of
awkward
shock
angles.
factor with
Yeah.
first person that you don't get with third.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Resident Evil is just catered for a new kind of audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you have to, if you think about it, gaming and consuming gaming media has changed over the last 20 years. With the introduction of like achievements and trophies, there's that need for instant gratification for completing an object or objective in a game. And I think Resident Evil and Capcom have just seen that they need to change the style of the game to appeal to a larger audience to make more money.
Yeah.
If they continued the route of the kind of corner camera, janky kind of Resident Evils of the original, it wouldn't appeal to the masses anymore. That's
Yeah.
not really the style of game that people consume unless you're a purist.
But
So
at the
it was not,
same time, I mean, now there's games like Tormented Souls that brought it back. That I think
yeah,
if they did or bring out the originals, it would sell well because now people they want to see it. They want to know, you know. So it's we'll
yeah.
see.
I still don't think Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil needs to continue in the route it's going to be successful. And I think if you were, I think there's a place for games like Tormented Souls that appeal to an audience that like the pure versions of
Yeah.
Resident Evil, but I don't think the brand would be as successful if they went back to their roots,
Yeah.
which is evident of why they're remaking the old ones because they're testing the waters to see how successful they're going to be and stuff.
I still wish that
So-
there would be a mode that you can turn on to have the fixed camera angle,
Mhm.
and stuff like that for 2 and 3. I don't know. Like, it seems like it wouldn't be that hard to do. There's probably a mod for it, but I would like to just have it built in. Like right now, I'm doing Resident Evil 8 in third person, and it's fucking good. It's good in third person. I like it a lot better than first so far.
Yeah.
It definitely. It's nice to be able to see everything. So there's that.
Yeah.
Do they
But
not
it's-
have fixed angles if you're doing
No.
a third person? No? Okay.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And that's what you
But-
want. You want that option.
I want the option to have the fixed angle. I mean, in Village, it wouldn't work because it's such an open area. But like 2 and 3 remake, you could have had it.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It should be. I know there are certain games that do that. I think it's like the Halo Master Chief Collection, where you could go from the original graphics to the new graphics.
All you had to do is press the
They
back
should
button.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about accessibility. I think that should be an option.
Yeah.
I agree.
Mhm.
I agree for sure. Also, I know this is kind of like off subject, but I was thinking about this and I wanted to ask you guys, not last year, but the year before, I'm talking about you. Crimi One Speed and myself got accepted to the brand new stream team on Twitch called the CEOs of Screams. Now I can tell you that when I got accepted, I was like, I got all warm. I was so excited. Like, I remember trying out for stream teams and getting rejected and feeling so awful because, and I'll admit all of this. I would apply for stream teams, not a lot, but I applied for some stream teams. I got rejected, and then when they did, like, they would all do like announcements, like, here are new 5 members,
Yeah.
and they'd all have a massive following.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have no chance of ever getting onto a team if this is what people want, is just a massive follow. I love my following. I love my community. You know, it's more quality than quantity. And like,
Yeah.
So getting onto like a team that's like about, you know, spreading the love of horror, doing charity, and like feeling so, like, I felt so I felt so good about myself. And with that came a ton of new follows, new friends, games, like a whole new community. Has being accepted onto, especially that first year, being accepted onto the CEOs of streams, has that like changed the way you do anything in your stream? Like, for example, um, like I was involved that first year in like a lot of charity. I didn't know how to do it until they did it, till they showed me. Did you find that you had like more of a following after that? You were introduced to more games. Like, has being a part of that stream team impacted you at all on your Twitch journeys?
I think for me, it was nice to have a support, like a support wall pretty much behind me. Like I knew if I was uncomfortable with like being on like a raid train or anything like that, like, yeah, no, totally, whatever you want. They were happy to have me. Like me? They like I know that One Speed signed up for it. You signed up for it. I was like, well, I mean, why would I get picked? And then I did, and I was like, well, what the fuck? Like, what? Me? Um, so I definitely think it's cool. I feel bad because I'm not like an active member. I'm not constantly in everybody's chats. I'm not like buddy with everybody. And it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate every single one of them. It's just I am such like a homebody that I'm scared. um but I think in the long run, like I love being on the team. I think it's brought me a lot of new people that have come in because they like the other streamers, so they know that it's going to be the same thing in my chat. It's like we're welcoming, like we're not all about the number. I like growing organically and not like follow for follow and stuff like that. So I like that I'm growing at a pace that's okay for me and they're okay with it. I think eventually I would like to I'd like to join a second one. And hey, Midnight Society, I love you guys. Please pick me. But I think because you can be in multiples, I think it would be nice to have some where like I know a shit ton of people in CEOs and I know a shit ton of people like Midnight Society or other teams like that I know that I would fit in because they accept me.
Yeah, for sure.
We've had members join that stream team and then leave the CEOs because of it. Do you think that if you got accepted to another stream team, you would leave the CEOs, or would you try to do both?
I don't see the point of leaving because you can be in multiples. I know like
Yeah.
people I look up to, Saravium is in a bunch. She's in the
Mhm.
Women's Twitch Guild, she's in CEO, she's in a resident one at RCPD, something like that. She's in a bunch and like I look up to her a lot in pretty much everything she does. And I think if she can do it and not feel overwhelmed, I don't see the issue with it. Yeah.
How about you, One Speed?
I only really see stream teams as a group of people who have a collective um likeness for a certain type of game or a certain type of community. I don't think there should be any restrictiveness to it. Well, I found that I've met a few people. Obviously, my content's changed over the last kind of year or so, but I found that I know if I go and meet someone from the CEO of Screams, I know that they're going to be good people. I know they're going to be entertaining. I know they're going to like a certain type of game as well. So there's a bit of a safety net which you get rather than trying to go and meet new people on Twitch randomly from the recommended. You just don't know the kind of person you're going to come across. Whereas
Yeah.
at least with if you know someone's in the same team as you, it's like a little bit of a vetting process. That's why that's another reason why I like meeting people that are recommended by friends because I know that they are there's a better chance that I'll get along with them because I get along with their friend. So that's all I see stream teams as. I don't know if it's affected numbers or anything, but I know I've met some good people that I like to watch through CEOs, and that should be that should be it. So a stream team isn't a one-stop shop to getting your partnership. It's just another opportunity to meet people who you know at least have got one thing that you can talk about. Like it breaks down the social anxiety barrier a little
Yeah.
bit for you to gives you that entry to chat and meet new people. And I think that's a great thing. I know there are certain stream teams that I know, oh, if I went and chatted to someone from that team, I know they'd be that kind of person, and that's great. And there's also certain teams that I would avoid because I know that they're a certain type of person, they've got a certain ethos about them. So that's how I see teams. Maybe I see it differently, but I think they're great. But also, people shouldn't go into them expecting them to completely blow up your numbers because it's only opening a door for you. You still have a lot of work to do to retain the viewership and make those relationships with people.
Absolutely. I agree. And a lot of people come into stream teams being like, well, I want to use this for clout or like something, which is like really, really dumb because also like, I'm probably going to say this wrong, but like Twitch is like subjective when it comes to like, a lot of times when it comes to like how many people you have in your chat or stuff like that, like you can one day have 50 people in your chat. You just got like 3 like raids and it's awesome to have that many people, and
Yeah.
some days you have 8
Yeah.
and you're just chilling. Every time I play Boomman, I'm like, I know I'm playing this for my I'm going to stream this because my
Yeah.
enjoyment, and I love to stream it. I am not expecting anybody to come watch me.
And that's why I'll go back to like I want people to come to my channel for me, not for the game I'm playing. Like Ghoul Friends are usually my slower nights, but I know that if I get a big raid, I'm going to treat people just the same as a 2-person raid. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like we were playing Ghoul Friends, what was it, 2 weeks ago? We were playing Folklore Hunter
Mhm.
or whatever, and Doc raided in with like 185 people.
Everyone was doing
but
great that
then-
night.
Yeah, and
Everyone
then
got like triple like figure
yeah,
raids.
Eris got like 200 people dumped on her. Like just, and we're going to be just as big of idiots
Yeah.
in front of that many people as like the core. Like I usually have 10 people that are there right at the start of stream that are, I mean, obviously it's like you guys. Sassy is there, Riot jumps in. So I know that I'm always going to have my core pals. Strawberry is there
Yeah.
every single, I think she's on like a 35 stream streak or something
God,
like that, which is
Strawberry's
fucking
amazing.
insane.
I love strawberries
Um,
so much.
Yeah, and like it's crazy to me that like 2 years ago I was about to quit because of everything that happened, and then like Sassy was like, "You want to meet my friend once?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm just a sad girl." And she was like, "He wears tank tops and has an accent." I was like, "Let's go." So she guided the raid over there and shouted me out, and luckily that I looked really cute. I had my little pigtails and big titties, and hi Eris, baby.
Eris, hello.
And then he hit me up later and he was like, "Hey, are you a sad girl?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm a sad girl." And then he was like, "My Snapchat if you want to talk." And I was like, "Yes, I do." And then he sent me his penis.
What a Chad.
That's
then
how I
we-
met your mother.
Yeah.
This is
And that's how I was
Long.
made.
And that's how you're made, yeah.
Yep. And then
this is
he blew on my
live.
chest.
Yeah.
And then Eris came down from space carrying our child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We needed to make a drinking game for this episode for how many jokes that I've made. We're like, that's how I was made. Take a shot every
Yeah.
time I've said that.
Every time there's a possibility of Max being made, take
Oh, yeah.
a shot.
It's the entire time.
It's
That's
the entire
1000%.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are gonna be
But yeah, like-
passed out in hospital beds in like 20 minutes.
But yeah, I think what all of us, especially like us four right now, have created is a core set of people that are there for us. I have met some of the best friends that I have had ever. Like the fact that Ellie came here and hung out
Mm.
and just went and sat outside of TJ Maxx and ate 40 nuggets in the car with me and like
Legendary.
and carved
Oh, eat nuggets.
pumpkins. Like You don't have to like go do extravagant things. We literally carved pumpkins and like watched shark movies.
It's the best time.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what I like to do. I'm a homebody too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
And
I just love like just being home and just watching TV, doing fucking shitty things.
yeah.
Like just whatever.
Yeah,
hang
and like
out,
and that's
yeah.
what Twitch should be. It shouldn't be this anxiety ridden
Mhm.
thing that I have to force myself to do. Like
Mhm.
I have streamed, what is it? 18 times in the last like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
And I've loved every single stream. So that's how it should be. I don't know. It's one of those things that it brings me joy,
Mhm.
and I don't want to do something I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've mentioned this, I think, to you like off stream, Crimmy, but I used to have a problem with, and maybe it was like because I used to dress a little bit more revealing and I'm voluptuous.
I'm so ready
I-
for this.
I used to have a lot of people DM me really nasty things, and
The same people.
the same people, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we talked all about it, by the way.
Yeah. So like January of last year, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna wear pajamas on stream all the fucking time because I wanted these people to just be gone. And I see these people, they're no longer in my like chats in my community, but I see them on other friends' chats and community who are like, you know, more like open and more like, I guess, like sexually free.
There was one of them in Maxie's chat the other day, and I wanted to just be like that. I wanted to be like a Muppet. Yeah.
What?
How do you like, do you get that? Like, have you, because when I first, you cover up a little bit more now. When I first met you, it was face out, tits out, which is beautiful. But I have made an effort to like, not just like cover up like a little bit more just because I want them gone. Have you noticed like a decrease in that kind of activity for yourself?
Hold on, I'm pretty sure Eris just DM'd me something nasty because you just said that. Thinking about your dirt star. See, nasty things.
I love Eris so
What a bro. What a bro.
Eris is the best.
I've noticed I was dressing a little more productively.
Productively?
Productively, yeah. I mean, productive, yeah.
Because well, first off, I had giant titties at the time, and they didn't fit in anything I owned. So I lost weight since then, so they're a bit smaller. But it's to the point now where I get the same creepy shit if I'm wearing a onesie. So I guess they just like find me appealing, not just my body. But like
my body.
at that point, like if I never really feel sexy, and One Speed deals with this a lot, where I'm just like, I'm a piece of shit, I'm a sloth, nah, and then he's, what the fuck are you talking about? But if there's a day where I'm like, okay, shit, queen, like pop off, because you know, like I'm gonna take sexy pictures and I'm gonna post them because that boosts my confidence, and you know, whatever. But it's not really anything different. I mean, I think people have toned down because I got to the point where I was like, okay, One Speed, knock them down. Like, if people are getting weird, I message them and be like, yo, you gotta not that. You gotta just, you know, you just gotta bring it down a notch. You know, I'm not family friendly at all. Yeah, just
this is a disclaimer. I haven't been jerking them off. I told them to jack off and get out because they were too horny in chat.
Yeah, I'm not family friendly at all in my channel, but I don't want to make people uncomfortable when people are being weird. Like, I do enough weird shit, but people know that. Like, if somebody comes in and it's just like, oh my god, look at your titties, blah, 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 blah. Except for like Eris and like the core people that are allowed to talk about my titties, that they should just, you know, just don't do that, you know, just stop it. And also don't slide into my DMs and say that you want videos of me because that was weird. Yeah.
The same person slid into my DMs and it's just like, look at those magic missiles. I'll never fucking forget it. I'm like, that's my favorite D&D spell.
Eris gets a booby pass. Yeah, Eris will do this really cute thing where she's like, I need pictures of your boobs from this angle for art. I'm like, all right, cool. There you go.
Right in that.
Don't worry, I got it.
Can I tell you what made me laugh the most about that?
Yeah.
So when you said that, there is an anime. I forget what it's called. But the whole premise of it is all the anime girls in that anime, their boobs are just weapons. And there's a scene where this girl is just like, she jumps up in the air and her boobs just become 2 missiles. And they just shoot off of her.
You have seen Austin Powers.
So what you need to do is get a screenshot of that
Yes.
and Photoshop Ellie's
I'm going to
face.
do that. Yeah.
Please. Thank
Yeah.
you.
But
I
make
need
it
it
her
in my
this
life.
face.
Just do the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, hold on, I'll give you it.
Allie, you need to send me a PNG of your emo, and I'll put the face on that.
Perfect. Perfect.
Sorry, continue.
Oh, Lord. No,
Oh no,
we're
no,
just-
you're great.
Yeah. Crims and I just talking about our trauma.
Yeah. I mean,
What person the other day was fawning over me? I don't know what you're talking
not
about.
fawning over you, but they were in your chat, and it was a person.
Who was
that-
this person?
It just, we'll talk about it when you're older.
Okay. When I'm older. When you're at least 36, Max.
Yeah, yeah. So that's like what,
What's the
like
age
40
of
years?
consent?
In like
when it comes to
15
Max.
years, yeah.
It's different than you used to be.
15 years, 36. God damn you.
Eris has come for my firstborn. That's disgusting.
fine.
Let's say that in his chat.
It's fine. Someone the other day was I made a joke. I was like, God, when I was 18, I did this thing, and someone in the chat was like, 18 what? 2 days ago?
Was
I
it
was
me?
Like, no, it was Binkman. Binkman
I
was
love
just like,
Binkman.
what?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you look like you're 10. It's fine. I get that.
Yes, a 10-year-old with a full beard.
I mean, there's lots of weird shit in the food now. You never know.
there's
Chicken, that's what
there's
makes
stuff
women
in
grow.
there's stuff in the water that turn the frickin' frogs gay. It'll happen.
The frogs are gay?
Have you not seen that meme?
Can you imagine, like, those little frog legs doing that? With their little flippers?
What about the
No.
frog testicles?
sensory
Where did the frog
frog.
testicles go? Are they bang their frog
Frog
testicles together?
scissoring?
Frogs are gay.
Yeah, with their little flippers. And they're like,
Do you guys not know that meme? There's a meme of this
You
guy.
need to
There's a
back it
meme
up.
of this guy who's on this like podcast or something, and he's just like screaming about something. And one of the things he says is, "They're putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay." And it's my
If I ever
favorite.
heard somebody say that out like, just like we're having a conversation, and the guy's just like, "This fucking chemicals in the water turned the." frogs."
I would
I
die.
think that I would shit right there and then pass out because
I would
that is
die.
the funniest thing I've ever heard. Turning the frog. What do you care about if the frogs are gay? What are you
Dude, that
missing out on?
makes me love the frogs more if they're gay. Like,
Yeah.
I would love gay frogs. Like if I was going to if I was going to a pet store and they were like, these are the straight frogs and these are the gay frogs, I'd always choose the gay
oh,
frogs.
I want a
Except
frog
for
the size of my hand that is just rainbow colored.
100%.
It's like the Pink Floyd album where you shine a light into it. There's just a rainbow that comes out. Except
Yeah.
it's just
Out
a
of its
frog. Yeah, you
you
just shine.
imagine?
No, you shine the light into its ass, and out its eyes comes the rainbow.
Yes.
Yes.
frogs looking for that frog.
I'm gonna make that and put that on the fucking.
Progressive.
I'm gonna put that on the freaking
Frogosy.
starting soon screen.
a frogosy.
No, that's what I'm gonna do. The snail. I'm gonna put the snail. I'm gonna have a light shine up its ass and have rainbows come out its
A
eyes.
rainbow. Dark
Can you
side of the
stop
tail.
talking about putting things up my ass, Max? Jesus Christ!
Hey, that's my job.
Oh,
It
was one time.
She was really distressed and she wanted to try something.
Shoot! Next topic!
I'm so sorry.
Oh my fucking
The
God.
thing that came into my mind after that was Sassy going, wow, 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 wee, wow.
Wow, wow, wee, wow!
Wow,
I
wow,
love
wow.
Sassy so much.
Oh my God, Sassy
She's
is
such a cute bean.
Sassy's my twin.
He's
We
hilarious.
stan.
There's a few people that like just everything they say makes me laugh. The way that she talks, you can know she's talking in like italics or whatever they are. Like you know it.
Children,
Her-
crunchy. That still
her
gets
and
me.
Hangry Heart. Yeah, her and Hangry Hardo just fucking
Yeah.
make me laugh. Same with
pixels.
like Sweet Tails. Everything they say
Mm-hmm.
just fucking gets me. Which
Hangry
welcome
Hardo
back,
makes
Sweet
me laugh.
Tails. We missed you.
So good.
But yeah, just everything they say just hits me. You know.
That's the way I feel with Allie.
What?
Anytime Allie adds a W to a word, I'm just like, I love it
Hot
so
dog.
much.
Hot dog. I can't help it. You guys said you said before the boss's office. I was like, I'm in the boss's office, and in my head I was like, boss's office, because I'm like, that's a real.
It sounds
that's a
like you're saying the
diphthong.
boss's orifice.
My
Yeah,
maternal
office is-
monologue is
office is
Allie
fine.
talking in.
Log.
Is Allie talking in her accent? I
I
had
wanna
pizza
narrate
the
book
other
here.
night, and I looked at it, I was like, you're gonna start talking like Allie, aren't you?
Well, for sure, if it had a voice, it would sound just like me.
You need
Absolutely.
to, Ellie. You need to do a reading where you read like a spicy book or something like that, where it's just like
Yes.
he ripped out his hot quack and like.
Oh, I regret
That would be
throwing out my
amazing.
letters to Penthouse book because I have thought about that 1000%. Of I'll get a spicy book.
Yeah.
I'll get a spicy book, and then I'll have to do it because I'd say cock regular.
Quack. I said quack regular.
Just add that to the tab. I say cock regular. Read, son. Breathe. Ah, woosa.
Friends, we are reaching the conclusion of this podcast, so I want to ask both of you as we go out of here, what is your favorite game of all time, and what socials would you like to plug?
Oh, I'll plug some socials.
Oh no, I'd like to plug.
It's me, your girl.
Hi, it's me.
Favorite game of all time, Code Veronica. Like, that's a given. Always has been, always will be. You get everything. You get your horror. You get your men in drag. You get like a really laughing boss. You get like everything you want out of a game. Submarines in it. Yeah. So just whatever. And then yeah, all the socials are all the same. Just find me XX Crime.
XX Crimes is my favorite.
That's what I used to call you before I heard
Crimes.
somebody say Crimmy, and I was like, oops, my bad.
It's because the
I think-
TTS does it.
I think my favorite game of all time is still going to be Pokemon Soul Silver. It's the only game that I think I've played like 4 or 5 times, owned it several times, sold it, owned it again. And it's pure nostalgia for me. And it's one of the few series or franchises that I've kind of kept up to date with, whether it's watching some media of it or playing the games for 20 odd years. So yeah, Soul Silver will be my game. You can check me out on YouTube, OneSpeed94. I'm currently creating an Infamous Platinum trophy video and an Assassin's Creed 2 Platinum video, where I am going through the whole game and earning all the trophies for it. That's currently in development. And then I stream every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday from 5 p.m. EST over on Twitch. So come join me over there.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and
Simple.
what about you, Max? What's your favorite game? And we know where to find you. What's your
Yeah,
favorite?
if you know where to
Right
find me,
here.
just go down to the description, hit that
Yeah,
follow.
just go down.
God damn it. I hate you. I don't
You
hate
don't
you. I
hate
don't
me.
hate you.
Lally.
I love you. God damn.
You can
Stop
check me out, just
making
go downstairs.
faces.
Yo, yeah, just go downstairs there, hey? Get all
hate it.
sexual. Play some pickleball. Sorry.
I love
Pickleball. Love a bit of pickleball.
Well,
My
And
favorite game
Cornhole.
of all time is Resident Evil 5 because I played it with Virgo.
Resident Evil 5 is amazing if you
It's
have
my
somebody fun to
favorite.
play with.
It's my favorite. And there's a crocodile scene in it. So
I mean,
it
if you
has
get rid of
an
that yellow
automatic-
filter, the game looks so good.
Yeah.
The
It's just
yellow
like
haze
Twilight.
on that game really fucking
Mhm.
annoys me.
Yeah.
anything you'd like to add, Max?
If you are viewing this on the YouTube later, we have a recommended tab on our front page. You can find a link to a bunch of our friends like One Speed, Sumi, Korn, their YouTube channels. If you're listening to this on the Spotify, hello. We don't get to say hi to you guys enough, but we love you. Thank you for listening to us.
Hi, Spotify.
With that being said, let's find someone to raid, shall we?
Sounds good. Also, I was thinking about it. My favorite game of all time, I think, is at Dead of Night at this point because it's the only game that I've went in and like
I know exactly
did a
who to
speed
raid.
run.
I hated that game.
Mm-hmm.
I just loved it.
Mhm.
I loved it. After the first time I played it, like the first night, I was like, "What is this?" Google Maps
Yeah.
the game, like Google Street View. I'm
Yeah.
like, no. But then afterward, I loved it.
I played it for like
Completely, yeah.
30 minutes and I uninstalled it. And I was like, this is dumb. I'm over it.
I'm over it. And who are we rating out to?
We are going to raid Crim's favorite streamer, Siren PM.
Siren's on!
Just met Siren. Lovely,
Oh,
lovely
she's a sweet bean.
person.
That is
Yes,
the
recommended
raid
That
is
message.
from One
She is my
Speed.
smut queen.
Mm-hmm.
Mud Queen.
Mm.
I love
Mm.
that.
This is
Right.
where you
All
can
she reads
find.
is smut.
This is where you can find me to keep up with when I go live. I will be live tomorrow playing more Little Nightmares.
I'll
think
be
that's
live
all.
tonight, finishing up Heavy Rain. Sean!
Crims, are you playing
Ooh,
games
yeah.
with the girlfriends tonight?
Yes. My PC is going to be upgraded in about a half hour. And then I'll 8 p.m. ish. We're so like 8:30 tonight. And I think we're doing something.
Nice.
I forgot. Oh, we're doing Demonologist, I think.
Nice.
Yeah,
We
You
haven't
can
played that
find
in a while.
me modding for Crims later tonight.
And then I'll be
Hell
on
yeah.
tomorrow about 5 p.m. EST.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
With that being
Let's
said,
go.
let's raid, shall we?
Let's rage. That's what I thought.
Let's
you said.
rage.
Let's fucking rage.
Let's rage and get wasted.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Why are you-
Bye.
I don't know.